Damn it.
We're live now. Welcome to Code. You wasted everybody's time. Hi, is everybody? We are here tonight to watch Piper paint something. We already know what it is. She's gonna paint a Alpu that looks like your boy Zach, and she's gonna, and just so it's authentic, every once in a while she's gonna go to be authentic. We also have Josh Bray with us from Super Nerdland because Cab is a huge gay and is asleep. Even though Josh came in, I think we have a telepathic link, Josh. I think that's what's going on. I think you.
I was just kind of sitting here. I just finished eating.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fucking chilling, literally watching Dumb Criminals compilation volume 14. And I was like, you know what? Let's go hang out with them.
Hey, works for me. Gives us something to talk. I can, because Piper has to concentrate on painting, so she's going to be somewhat conversational, but not all the way into it.
Yeah. Oh, that was gross.
And I'm sure the chat will appreciate your form-fitting tank top there. Especially Mata. Hey, Mata, look what she's wearing. But don't worry, you're not a pervert if you like it. It's okay.
It's okay to be straight on 30.5.
I was running out of tank tops that I was willing to sacrifice if they get paint on them.
Put on a sweater.
What are you dressed like Brittany Ventney?
It's hot.
Well, so she can have sweater puppies all the time. It's like I'm watching a porn director talk to his new talent. Yeah, kind of.
Well, she didn't even have to sit on the casting couch.
Why? I'm short. I can't reach everything.
Short people gotta compensate when they sit in chairs. It's just the way it is. They either get a. What do you mean crank it down? Am I too loud? Am I too loud? I will turn it down if I am too loud. Let me know. Is everybody too loud? Because I can turn it down. The chat is.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody sounds like right now because I immediately mute it.
Yeah, same.
The casting couch.
The casting. It's kind of funny
I'm
because
just saying, don't sleep on the casting couch. You might get pink eye.
Oh God.
Don't sleep on Pro Jarrett's couch.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah. How about that?
I'm just saying that Holly chick looks like she probably smells like patchouli oil.
Right?
What?
Like the chick he banged in favor of his wife.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, she's his wife is a good solid 7.5, 8, or his ex-wife, I guess, heading towards ex-wife.
Pretty.
And the roasty he was dealing with was I don't know, a 4.5.
I'll say that Heidi definitely filled a Samus suit well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in a Zero suit, and it was nice. Fear, you've never had taste, so I'm not worried about that.
I don't know. And see, okay, there's pictures of this Holly bitch that look better than others, and she maybe just doesn't look better recently, but maybe that's just the stress of fucking being the other woman for a year to somebody's fucking husband. Just saying, it could be stressful.
Well, we can say one thing: they do look better. They both look better than Mars Girl.
Yeah. What are you eating, Lobo? Give it. What is it?
It's my God, we are sexist here. I graded 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
Lobo, what was it? If you die, it's your fault.
I got it. Washington happened to Holly. Yeah, Washington will do that to you. Because she lived somewhere else and then followed Jarrett and Heidi to Washington so she could keep banging them.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of weird because in the comments on my videos, somebody made the comment about that when Ross and Holly divorced, that it was because she wanted to get back to nature and that he wanted to stay in LA. I said, well, I guess that nature meant that dick. But so, but yeah.
The only progressive act that I, as a male feminist, can provide for our movement is to bang this troglodyte. As a fellow troglodyte myself, I can speak her language. Ace from the chat, 2019.
Yes. I think the thing that bugged me a lot about this whole thing was, I mean, I get, like the initial statement that he made would have been fine if it was
had he not blocked her.
Had he not blocked her and it was an actually agreed upon statement, like
yeah.
But when he comes out, it's like, yeah. And see the thing, and there are a lot of people were making a lot of people at first was like, well, we can't believe her without evidence. I was like, there are people posting his dick on the fucking Twitter right now.
Yeah.
and then I was like, this is reaching, and I understand evidence before accusation kind of thing, but there were people trying to reach and said, well, maybe she gave them to people. I'm like, doubt.
Not when there are very many receipts now, and it hasn't been just like a once or twice incident though with him. It was it's what he did on Tumblr, and she had been talked into agreeing to it on Tumblr, and then it switched over to Snapchat, and she didn't quite know about the Snapchat at first, but she tried to be open-minded about it.
Unlike the Vic Mignogna situation, where there's just accusations without evidence, there is plenty of evidence to stack with what Jared was, whatever he was doing.
There's friends of the couple that have been like, so like now I got permission to speak about it. They never wanted us to bring it up before because it was her stuff, but whoa, I heard a weird thing happen.
It's probably.
Did you hear a weird garbling for a second? That was weird. Anyway. Yeah, no, just from the way that he's acted, the way that he's blocked anybody that's not on his side. Like, he blocked Toe Jam and Earl. And it's because supposedly, I'd actually have to go look this up, but people think it's because like the Heidi chick had a part in it.
Oh, really? That's kind of, I think. Yeah, you know what really? I think the one person who bugs me about the whole thing, and it bugs me to a degree, but also you exactly where I'm going. Considering the way he acted and treated JonTron, what a scummy fuck, right? Yeah. Like,
I'm waiting for accusations to come out against him. To be quite honest, because he is a bit out there.
Yeah.
On things.
Hey guys, it's funny because he threw JonTron under the bus, right?
Yeah, he did. Fucking harder than hell.
You know what is really funny? You know how I know about Peanut Butter Gamer? Fucking JonTron. I remember apples and grapes.
Yeah.
Apples and grapes.
No, I would argue that normal boots only really could come together and get off the ground because of JonTron. Not that everybody didn't put in work and make videos and everything like that, but
yeah, you could.
JonTron.
There was somebody doing the heavy lifting, and it was it's kind of like the
JonTron
whole
and the completionist and the completionist's beard.
Yeah, Jared. Yeah, or Gerard. Excuse me. Let me get the pronunciations correct.
Yeah, he may not want to be associated with Jared.
Yeah,
I am Gerard. Please get it right, sir.
And I remember there was a controversy with completionist a while back too.
What's there? I have not actually paid attention to that motherfucker in a while.
It was something about somebody who was on the channel who did a lot of things with him, and then he didn't want to be associated with the channel anymore. And actually,
kind of ringing a bell. Actually,
yeah,
okay,
and something to the effect of that he didn't, and he wanted all the videos that he was in taken down.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, now I don't remember the details, but no, this is definitely ringing a bell. I'll go look that up.
Because Gerard had to like come out with a video and say that basically he was going to have to do he was going to have to redo all those completionist episodes, and he was going to lose.
Was his name Greg?
I think it was Greg. Yeah. Like the only people I think that might be okay at normal boots would probably be the Continue guys. I watched them before; they're pretty cool.
Oh, that's another one I haven't watched in a while. But yeah, the Continue guys were when I did watch their videos, pretty all right.
Of course, they also stay kind of to themselves too. You know, like
yeah.
they're not in that. You see, I'm going to play Cab's advocate here because this is something Cab would say. Some of these YouTubers, especially like people who came along like the Let's Players and stuff like that. They kind of got that Hollywood mentality and really fell into that Hollywood mentality, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could tell JonTron, for instance, he seemed to want to kind of, after a point, wanted to run away from it. That's why he's like living in New York now instead of out west like he was.
And kind of like get away from just let's do games.
Yeah.
We only make content about games, right?
Right.
We're only ever going to do games. Could we do something else?
Kind of worked out for him. I mean, those flex tape videos.
Oh my god!
I mean, he was like he didn't make videos for a year, right? It was literally like December of 2017 to December of 2018. He made no videos. Okay. Oh yeah, that was because Greg was being petty, created differences on projects because of a lot of bad blood. Okay.
Let's see. I'm seeing something on right now. They had a falling out. Greg wanted more money or to renegotiate a contract. Not 100% sure on that. Now years later, Greg's threatened legal action if Gerard doesn't remove the first 120 episodes of the Completionists, the ones that Greg are in. Gerard has decided to in turn comply or remove those videos. In addition, he announced that he will complete rewrite and film those episodes that had Greg references removed. Oh man, that
well,
sounds like a whole different mess.
Well, it does give him more content to do now, though. But then again, you got to say you do a completionist, which his whole thing is like to beat the game, right?
To beat the game and beyond.
Yeah, and beyond. Yeah. Hey, Crystal's in the chat. She's you're look at our very talented Miss Piper drawing Pepe's.
Hello.
Wait, let me correct myself. I have to correct what I usually have to correct everybody else on.
Yeah.
Apus. Because Pepe's are alt-right racism. Apus are perfectly fine. Oh, my crunch ain't coming through. I'm eating M&Ms. So I got a new couch today, Josh. Well, not newer for me.
I saw just a fucking a nice fucking bed for your mom.
Yeah. Finally, she got a place where she can rest, and she looked a lot more relaxed too today. That was what was really cool. Like, just kind of sitting up in the bed that we got her. Had to set up all her. The thing is now the room, because to accommodate everything, we had to move her end table to the other side of the room, and now the room's really dark because the light that was on that is like in the back of the room instead of near the front of the room. So I'm gonna have to go buy another light source sometime.
And just like throw a construction light in there and be fine.
I'm sure she would have really appreciated that. And she's, remember, she's lived with a plumber for almost 50 years now.
So she might have actually had to do that at one point.
We've had to do that at one point. When, sometimes we have hurricanes. Before we got that, the whole house generator we got a couple of years ago. We had Dad has a one of them Honda generators that you can carry around to job sites and stuff. So we had to run power off that, and of course you can't plug in every light. So the idea, I'll just go get some of my construction lights and put those up. And
Except you get one of those and you just like point it at the ceiling and it'll like illuminate the whole room hardcore.
Yeah, she was like complaining the whole time. It's so hot. It's so damn hot. Blah 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 blah. And it's funny now because she's lost so much weight because of her conditioning. She said, "I'm cold. It is 102 degrees outside." She had a space heater when she was at her lowest weight. When she got down to 95 pounds, she had a space heater she would run in the middle of the summer. And so
holy crap.
You probably
oh man, RIP your electric bill. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's like it's not. It wasn't that bad, but it's still running that all summer while also trying to run the air conditioner for the rest of us.
No, demented for fun. I would say that arguably makes you a better person than any of us.
By cosplay wiener.
I tell you what. So it's not necessarily seeing Jarrett's dick that's gonna like scar me or whatever. Because you know what, I'm a guy. I've seen porn. When guys watch porn, they get that kind of like, the dick is there. You just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I can deal with that. What's going to be burned into my gray matter for the rest of my life is that fucking spread eagle goddamn Sailor Mercury cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think my other problem is it's him or it's his dick and that Sailor Moon cosplay, but coupled with his fucking face.
His fucking Momo face. His fucking skinny chicken legs.
Yeah. That's what makes it unbearably creepy. It's not just the dick, it's the fact that the dick is attached to that fucking face.
That's funny. Got 14 people watching right now.
Sorry, I got some little doggo barking noises going on around here. Eating for a second.
That's fine. So yeah, doing pretty good. Let's see here. The video I made about the whole Pro Jared thing got up to 2K views.
Nice.
And we got and we made up those subs and then some, Piper. The one you were talking about we lost the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're at 429 now. So
what are you talking about? How'd you all do subs?
I don't know. One day we were at 424 and looked the next day and it was 422. I was like,
I blame YouTube doing like user auditing.
That could have been it. Could have been user auditing. Or it could have been like one of the people who follow us actually wild out in the chat and got banned from YouTube or something.
Yeah. Oh my god. The thing about it is Jew Wario's not alive anymore to make it like worse on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a fucking, I don't know. That's just that's a whole fucked up, sad, so horrible situation, especially since
I mean the Jew Warrior thing, he was basically grooming, right?
From what I had seen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a similar thing.
Yeah. Now wait a minute. No, and that's what I love. I bet Monday Matt saw all this today. He's like, yes.
That was just speculation that maybe somebody was banned from wilding out and chatting.
Well, not in our chat, but maybe in somebody else's chat. You know what I mean? Like, because some people who are subscribed to us are subscribed to other people, and some of those chats are more rowdy.
Mm-hmm.
Like for say Nick Ricada's chat, for example. I mean, he's got 5,000 people that watch his streams, so there might be some wilding out going in there, and like somebody might be, called somebody a bad word, and then YouTube's like,
I'm gonna say it. Wade, you're really nice.
He's doing pretty good filling in for Kip.
Unholy Sporkable says, Pipes, where is the boobs painting? You have to pay $100 for that. Or is it 50? I'm sorry. Is it 50?
$100 for the booth painting because it comes with the painting
And the video. Yeah.
and a video of the painting being done.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stream that.
Yeah, that cannot be streamed. Tevin found a DSP tweet from 2016. Who's Tevin? So we all see how much Gale the Fail Whales work on Lion Forge's architect helped them all the way to the merger with Oni Press.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't get to that last night. That was one of the subjects that we were going to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Everything, because everything else came up, right?
Yeah.
The Jared thing hadn't even dropped. We were just talking about Monica and Ron Soye. The amazing
There's that MTV thing.
Okay.
Fairly recent.
Yeah, that MTV thing where did you hear about that, Josh?
What's that?
A writer for MTV who is a disabled black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that disabled white men are violent. And she was specifically talking about Ricky Berwick.
I was just about to the first thing that came into my head was Ricky. I'm like, I was like, I'll just post a gif of Ricky at her. No, she was actually talking about Ricky.
Yeah. He was making fun of her because they made the.
So that's why he was all like fucking TV. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, he made. She was.
No, I didn't
did that article.
Reason for that.
When I say the article, when I remind you of the article, you remember. She's the one that said that Marvel Cinematic and the Avengers Endgame is ableist because you have to sit through a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, and that made it.
And I made the joke. I said, "Well, you're handicapped. What else are you going to do?"
That's like
You can't sit there for 3 hours.
there's some handicapped people that sit their entire waking life. What the fuck you talk about?
Oh, and then here's the best one. She put out a tweet, and I said, "Okay, Cab, I know this is going to get you." He said, "All right." She goes "It took 24 hours, but someone finally called me the N-word."
Yep, and then she went nuts over. That's when people are violent. It was and then she says she survived the. Yeah, it was nuts. She's a survivor.
I survived, and it is ma'am.
I survived. Now here's my Patreon.
We got Mr. The DJD show here. Hello, sir. Good to see you. We talk in a Yellow Flash's Discord. He's a good fellow. Good fella.
Hey, all I'm saying is if they're watching Great at Point 5,
On the
they're
law
good people.
now
Exactly.
filed today. I thought that was already filed.
What's that?
They said the chat says.
Oh! There was some. Let me see if I can find the thing. Because they filed their motion, right? Which was for the protective order and stuff, and of course, Nick Recato was really good about explaining why. Because people on that forum I told you about, Pretty Ugly Little Liars. They thought the protective order meant restraining order. And Nick says, "No, you dummies." He says, if a protective order was a restraining order, then most lawyers would have 11 million restraining orders against them. But a protective order is basically saying that if he wanted to depose them on
Something break. Why is everybody muted?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I know who. Hey, Turbo, stop that shit. Quit being a gay and don't mute it.
I didn't even know I had that. the ability to do that. I was just trying to mute you guys so I could I was watching something and I was like, I had no fucking clue that I could do that. Why do I have that ability? What the hell is wrong with your fucking setup here?
We have been invaded by the mysterious hacker known as 4chan.
I was just sitting in listening. I wasn't even going to talk.
It happens. It shouldn't do that. I don't know why the fuck it's doing that. It's weird. Piper, you need to unmute yourself. I'm sorry.
Oh no, or was it you got her okay.
I was wondering why. I was like, why does everything so quiet? And I looked, I was like, what the fuck?
We were sabotaged. We're being brought down from the inside.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That was not us. That was the miserable Samoans.
But just so you know, Truth or Nation episode 3 is up and out, so you might want to go do that. I'll go link it in the chat for y'all.
Yeah, go link that in the chat. Yeah.
But don't do it right now. No, I'm kidding.
I personally, I think this is my favorite episode so far because it gets really weird at the end. So,
What, a Truth or Nation episode getting really weird? Okay.
I mean, more weird than usual.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to listen to it.
Did you see that shit the other day where Ace, who's one of the guys that does the show with me?
He's in there. He's in the chat.
He had that tweet that it blew up where he had like the statues with the finger up the ass.
Oh,
yeah. And some fucking furry got angry as shit because they went through his stuff and saw all this weird content that he was related to. Mm-hmm. They're like, I'm reposting this because the person who originally posted it is a garbage human.
Yeah. He got mad because fucking he thought Adrian called him a leaf when he's calling himself a leaf.
And they used Truth or Nation as one of the fucking projects that he's associated with. It's like they thought it was real. They thought it was a real podcast.
And they thought PTSD Penguins was a podcast.
Yeah, they thought all of it was real. They didn't think any of it was a parody.
Yeah, okay. To explain to everybody, Truth or Nation is a parody of
like Alex Jones,
all
of your regular conspiracy people.
Yeah, like Eddie Bravo, Alex Jones, that type of shit.
Yeah. It's, everybody puts on a nice voice. Piper's done a part. She was her Mama Anti-Vax?
Mama Anti-Vax was her name.
Did she come back? She's alive and.
No, unfortunately, you have been brainwashed by the sheeptoids, and you're dead.
Oh.
You're kid.
I am dead and brainwashed.
Yeah, but the whole show.
And Adrian, you're expecting people to read.
You're expecting a furry to have any sense. God damn it! I hate furries. Sorry.
Don't worry.
We're not going to go on like a huge like anti-furry rant here, but is there a furry problem in the comics community? They're everywhere, so that's kind of a dumb question.
Did you see? Somebody showed me the other night a video of a thing from it was like a furry community in Star Citizen, and they make videos. And they sent these videos as questions to fucking what's his name? The guy who runs
Chris Roberts.
Chris Roberts, yeah. And Turbo. They were when the guy that he showed them in their fur costumes, they're all sitting around their computers, and they're like, when it showed it had a translation at the bottom, like it was a dub, and they're going. I was like, oh my god!
Star Citizen, isn't that I must be thinking of a different game. The one that like blew through like 250 million.
That's the one. That's the one. No, that's the one. That's a borderline a scam. It's practically a pyramid scheme.
How the fuck have these guys gotten away with this shit?
You know what's really bad?
Oh, did you see that Gamergate was trending on Twitter?
What?
Yeah.
It was for like a short while.
We are back in 2014, lads. Let's go.
Holy shit. August never ends.
Now, what were you going to say, Piper? Sorry, you were.
Oh, what's funny is, I was gonna wear my tail and I forgot.
Oh.
Which would have made this way funnier.
Now, this is going to be a sexual question. Does that tail? It's not a butt plug, is it?
I wasn't gonna wear that one.
Okay. See, because we had We used to have a friend. Her name was Lemming. She was a furry,
Oh God.
and she would it was surprising too because she was actually attractive for a furry.
Not a bad looking girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
not
she
at
would
all.
in our Skype group. She used to she used to wild out with like all the nudes and shit. And then so one of the members in the Skype group was like, "Can you stop doing that? My like 9-year-old daughter sees that shit." And I'm like, "Okay," but Wayne knows who I'm talking about when I say the.
Yep. I know who it is.
But hey, we weren't mad because she would still do it anyway. So it's like
Just not when they were around.
It was nothing to like pop into a Skype group chat and she'd be there. You know, she's naked. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's just another step.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
yeah, she
okay.
never posted her front hole or anything.
No, just boobies. That's all.
Oh my gosh, it's broken.
Now we weren't. What did you break? Now,
This is bullshit.
how'd you break your hairdryer?
Do you have it plugged into one of those safety outlets where maybe the thing tripped or something?
Not like this place has safety outlets.
Try another.
After I moved in, that the only reason the former tenant moved out was because the place had an electrical fire from bad wiring.
Yeah,
Amazing,
try another
but you know what? That is very par for the course for that area.
Yep.
I assume you guys have already talked about this pro Jared shit.
We were kind of in the middle of that. Yeah.
Oh.
So we can still talk. We can kick it. Yeah.
I was making so many fucking jokes about this shit on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of great.
The Sailor Moon picture. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
What the hell? Do you know what's funny? Like, this is just the first day of this shit. I guarantee you there's going to be more stuff that comes out tomorrow. Like, more disgusting images.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just like wave one. That's why I keep telling people. I said, this is not going to be the end of it. Oh, it's working now. See?
Oh, are you making another Pepe? It's going to be a different one from last time?
Yeah, it's going to be a...
Oh, is this a poo?
Yeah, Apu. Yeah, it's going to be an Apu. It's going to be one of Richard C. Meyer or your boy Zach.
With that god-awful haircut of his?
Yep.
No offense.
No, what offense to who? I mean, it was a bad haircut. He admits it.
Right.
He literally says like, yeah, I literally went to Supercuts like, you know, that day, and they fucked up my hair. Because
It was a bad idea.
He got justed? Is that what you're saying?
It was a bad idea.
I mean, he literally was like, you know, the whole thing was like going to do it to try to prove that he's not like a, you know, an alt-right, you know, whatever. And then he shows up with that fucking haircut.
He just fucking my shit up, fam.
Yeah.
There's a whole wave of people that have unfucked their shit. Brendan Fraser's no longer the originator of that. He's no longer fucked. Jake Rapp is no longer fucked.
That's so funny because I was thinking about that last night, and I think you brought that up. It was a cab, or it was because they brought up him and somebody else on Twitter were bringing up about Jake Rapp. And I said, it's really funny that like that's an instance where Kiwi Farms actually helped somebody, for real.
Yeah. I think it's only appropriate that we bring this because again, Gamergate was fucking trending on Twitter again. Like I have no idea how that happened.
You remember back in the day, like in 2014, that like Gamergate could get anytime people wanted to ramp it up, it would just get trended again.
Yeah, it was insane.
Or make stupid bullshit up like Solution 6.
Wasn't it like near the peak of Gamergate? Wasn't it like the most used hashtag on Twitter for like a span of like 4 months?
Yeah,
it was like used over 3 million times.
Yeah, and like people, you remember the joke was like people would look at charts and they would make cats out of the charts and stuff because.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you're making me remember shit I had forgotten like 4 years ago, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I only remember the it would be interesting to do like a retrospective on Gamergate.
Sob Sargon Gamergate 3.0.
Gamergate 2. That's how Sargon's gonna get elected. If that happens.
I don't know. Apparently now he's actually being investigated for rape allegations.
That rape joke he made?
Yeah,
The joke he made about how I wouldn't rape you or something.
yeah, essentially, because it might be threats or some shit. I don't know, because
Yeah.
Britain's fucking stupid
Sargon,
like that.
what the fuck was he thinking, man? Like, why did he try to run for office? I don't understand what he's thinking.
Well, I can't
You had
figure out.
a nice little niche there, dude. Like, you could have had a career doing this shit, and then you just decided to run for office, and now you're getting dragged through the mud.
Mhm. I think people are going to bid tonight. We just ain't gotten to that point yet. Right now it's a greenish blob.
All right, we're taking $5 on this greenish blob. $5. Can I have $5? $5. Come on, $5 going. What's $5 going? Come on, $5. Can I get $5? We're going $5.
$5.
$5. Be $5. Come on, Steph. $5. You got $5, Steph. So you by winning. We got $5.
I mean,
$5 fewer.
Yeah, but talking about Sargon, we're talking about a guy who cannot. I mean, like Fior just said in the chat, he can't debate out of a paper bag. Like
that was so evident. Okay, so you're telling me that when the person who got fucking BTFO'd by that one Pixie Jenny person way back in the day, when he gets into politics,
my God, man,
he get BTFO'd.
Yeah,
Pixie Jenny, fuck. And that was like early game. That was like the first month.
That was like September. Yeah, like
I hate how we talk about it like it's like they're war stories. Like, oh, remember this thing that happened during Gamergate?
Dude, I've joked. I said, like, look at this. We've got freaking.
It's because there was so much shit that happened in such a short amount of time that it's like you do remember so much stuff. It's kind of.
It's really.
I remember when King of Pole was denying the Holocaust live on stream.
King of
Pole, Jim finger banged his girlfriend.
King of Cucks.
Remember? God damn it, King of Pole's such a spur.
Dude, there's apparently he's on Kiwi Farms, and everybody knows who he is, even though he tries to hide it.
Everyone hates him. Like every time he posts in a thread, they tell him to fuck off, and it's
so it's something he should be used to. Like, it's like
remember when it was revealed it was like last summer where like it came out that he's like he's like big gay and like tries to hit on guys when they're drunk and shit.
Wow. It's like you were talking about that Pixie Jenny thing. I remember watching that and I'm thinking, what are you doing? I was like, the arguments were so transparent. I was like, she was literally, he would ask a question and she would answer the question with a question. I was like, no, stop.
Loaded questions. And then King of Pole actually went into that stream. Do you remember? Like he had to tag in King of fucking Pole to save his ass.
And granted, he didn't do too bad because he did the smart thing. He didn't let her answer her question with a question. He actually pushed her on the questions. Yeah. But then again, it's King of Pole, so he sparked out questions. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. When you ask somebody a question and you answer that question with a question, you're just in circles.
It's I just find it's interesting to see.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. Because
I was gonna say there was one point in the stream, I forget his exact wording, but he handed the stream over to her. He admitted that he didn't know where he was coming from on stuff and just let I don't know. You go ahead with this.
Why? Fuck. Jesus, it's weird to see how many people that were involved in Gamergate, what they're up to now. 5 years later, it's like Sargon's running for political office. King of Pole is still doing dumb shit.
Oliver Campbell
is blocking everybody.
Oliver Campbell. He came down with a very terrible case of the blue checkmark disease.
Yeah.
He's always kind of been like that. It's just he hit it well, and then after a while, I remember he had me blocked for the longest. I have no idea what the fuck that was about. I don't know why he had me blocked, but it was just. I think it's because we might have tagged him into a meme we made that was sexual in nature.
Oh, it was the. No, it was an ass eater.
It was a rim job edit.
Yeah, it was a rim job edit. You had Ralph and Chacho on top of the car.
Yeah, I remember.
Getting your rim.
Yeah, it's because we kept using that image of him with the water bottles as an exploitable, and we kept putting him in.
It was funny.
And we would tag him into the picture, into the tweet every time we would post it. He's like,
I've never been blocked. I'm still not blocked by Oliver.
I'm fucking blocked by him. I don't know what the fuck I did.
You will probably tag into something that one of the lads did. That's all I can. I mean, I've always said if I get blocked by somebody, okay, who did it? Because it's usually one of the lads.
I mean,
And
it might have been me, but I don't like talk. I never tweeted directly to him or answered any of his stuff. I just read his stuff.
Mhm.
But he went from like mutual follower
Mhm.
to blocking me.
Yeah. A says I posted Myers at him. I know my crime. I stand by my crime. Oh my god! I just realized something, Turbo. When you're, I got to choose my words carefully because we're on YouTube. When you're less of a raging spurg, I'm going to use that word instead of the other word I want to use. That you are less of a spurg than Matt Myers. If you get what I mean. Because Matt, I mean, at least Matt got to the point, it's one point where he was like, yeah, these guys are stalkers, but some of the things are funny,
Yeah.
So,
dude, Matt Myers, I made this observation a couple months ago. I'm like, Myers' Twitter doesn't even need to be a thing anymore because it's no longer shocking or amusing whenever Matt says stupid shit anymore because it's just par for the course at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every other week he says something that somebody makes fun of. Who hasn't made fun of something he said on Twitter at this point?
I mean,
who hasn't?
Yeah. When the memes transcend, you know what I mean? Like
I said, it's out of our hands now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oliver went anti-anon, and he claims the whole joke, the whole thing he's talking about. He claimed I was talking about Antifa. I was like, and like Mike said to him, "It's like I cannot read your mind."
Right?
You're not fucking me. You're not paying me. Like, what the hell was that, man?
Hey, he fucked on me.
He fucked on me. Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yep. I will say we are Super Nerdland is proud to be blocked by both Oliver Campbell and Ralph Retort.
Oh, speaking of Super Nerdland, is Scrump going to do stuff for the site now? That he's
he should be finishing up some drafts. Yeah, he's got this one draft that he's been meaning to finish, but I mean, it's Scrump gets scrumped.
It's Scrump time. There's gym time. There's Scrump time.
He gets distracted by bags of nuts.
Yeah. No comment.
He literally gets distracted by nuts.
Did you see the post? I think it was Revenant Fox on Twitter who posted the picture of Sailor Mercury, Pro Jarrett. He's like, the only thing I want to know is would Scrump still do them?
Maybe. Who knows?
It depends. Was he wearing thigh highs when it?
Yeah, no, really, the inner machinations of his mind are an enigma.
I was looking through my folders the other night, and I found. You remember that edit that was made of all of us as fucking Iron Chefs? And,
oh yeah.
And Matt Myers was the chairman.
Yeah. Chairman Kaga.
Yeah, I was like, this is awesome.
Oh yeah, that was like the official group photo for a while.
Yeah.
God, I love Iron Chef. That's probably why. That show's probably why I want to be a chef.
Mm-hmm. I think I've seen some of the things you cooked. I think you could be a good chef.
Yeah, I didn't burn down my house trying to cook a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, guys, I got to tell you this story. This is funny. Okay. A mutual of ours. Also, he used to be a thirsty boy. I don't know how bad he is now, but he was a very thirsty lad.
You can mention him by name. I'm
going to mention his name. I was just, giving the context.
Because his YouTube channel blew the fuck up after that Onision video he did. Deadwing Dork.
Deadwing Dork.
You can find him.
He's a good guy.
We just know him as Claw, though. Because
he had one hand. And
he was born with a deformed hand, and so he has to use a claw.
Yeah. And so he made a video where he said, I'm making some grilled cheese, and that thing was burnt to shit.
Yeah, and so we would give him shit. It's like, motherfucker, how do you fuck up a a grilled cheese, and so every time we would retell the story, like we would embellish it, like you almost burned down your apartment, dude. You
Yeah.
almost burned down the whole fucking block.
But the funny thing is, this madman here, like, went and made his own grilled cheese video, and it was a perfectly cooked grilled cheese. He shows it in the pan. He puts it on the plate, sets the plate next to his glass or whatever he was drinking, and then he doesn't even look at the camera. He just shows the grilled cheese and says, "Eat shit."
See, it's not fair. I have two hands, so I have an advantage.
That's true. That's true. He's once again, we're making fun of the handicap.
Good job.
Handicapped.
Yeah,
He gets around well enough. I don't feel bad for him.
I mean, he plays guitar pretty well for.
Oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
They do keyboard stuff too now.
Yeah.
Keyboard and
I have no idea how he does it because it sounds like there's two hands being used when there's only one.
yeah. I know he got an
There's
attachment.
techniques.
I know he got an attachment for the claw hand too.
Yeah.
He was away for a while because
Mhm.
some shit happened within the group and he had to go away.
Mm-hmm.
But then his dad died, and so we all felt bad for him. We reached out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we keep in contact with him best.
Yeah.
And he's, like I say, he's a good fella. He's just, but
he was an idiot when he was younger, basically.
You know, there's
Like all of
there's
us.
passing transgressions, mistakes that are made, and then there's some people who are just horrible people, and he's not a horrible people.
yeah, he just did dumb things. You know, it was one of those play stupid game, win stupid prizes kind of thing. But yeah, I like him. But speaking of handicap, Turbo, I got to tell the story again. Have you heard about the MTV article that was put out saying that Avengers Endgame is ableist because it doesn't think about handicapped people when it has a 3-hour runtime?
Yeah, for being 3 hours long, it's
How many?
And I'm thinking, you're handicapped. What else are you going to do? Sit there?
And that's another. How many fucking stupid think pieces have we seen regarding, like, all the shit? Like, was there a proper amount of LGBT representation in the movie? It's like, who gives a fuck? Half the world's population is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody gives a fuck if you suck dick or take it up the ass and you have a penis.
Mm-hmm.
But of the 50% of the people that got dusted, how many of those were trans? We need to know.
Hey, that's interesting. What if during the snap, Thanos turned all those people biologically male or female? It's like, instead of killing them, he just took away their penis and replaced it with a vagina.
But okay, I got to
I
mention.
don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
I got to mention this meme. It's funny you say that because I mentioned this meme. Okay, you know the scene in Infinity War at the end where he goes to little Gamora. And he says
It cost everything.
Yeah, so he's like there. He says like it's him, and the meme says, "I got rid of 52% of the crime," and she said, "What did it cost?" He said, 13%.
yeah.
Drops FBI crime statistics out
Yeah.
of my pocket.
I told Cab, I said, "Race realist Thanos is becoming a real thing, dude."
Well, see, they can't get rid of the G in LGBT because then they'll just have a BLT and it's a sandwich. They can't take over the sandwich.
Yeah.
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato. My mortal enemy. I hate tomatoes.
You don't like tomatoes?
Fuck no, I hate them.
I have
Scourge.
only under certain conditions can I.
I really enjoy tomatoes.
Obviously,
especially,
you don't mind sauce. You don't like a tomato sauce. You don't mind that, right?
I'm Italian, dude. Of course I don't.
Yeah. But you just don't like a raw tomato on.
Yeah,
food.
like
Yeah.
for example, if I saw someone walk up to a counter that had a tomato on it and they picked it up and bit into it like it was a fucking apple,
Oh, that's stupid.
I would.
Oh no, dude! But what about those little fucking cherry tomatoes that you can just pop in your mouth and put in salads?
Yeah, those are fine. Yeah, but like regular tomatoes, the core and some of the area, the meat surrounding the core is bitter.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't really want to eat that. You just cut the ends off, and then you.
I eat tomatoes like that sometimes.
What is?
Ugh.
Well, we already know you're a degenerate. So.
It's funny too because I hate tomato sauce and tomato products, but I like tomatoes.
Well, so we got opposites in here.
Oh,
What the hell?
sun-dried
How
tomatoes.
will the group recover?
What are we going to have a? Was it a?
Is this just like
an
a
always funny moment? Yeah.
Is this like a shoot the shit stream where you're
Yeah.
not really talking? Okay,
Yeah. There's no topics or anything. Just Piper draws, and once it gets to a form, we start like opening up for some bidding so she can get some money and hopefully buy a car sometime.
Did the other one sell?
Yeah, the last one. What did you end up getting for? Okay,
About 7 total.
yeah, you got about what $80 just from the painting, right? All total.
Yeah, 30 for the painting. Something for the top text and something for the bottom text.
Yeah. We like the person would get the painting, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was bidding on the painting. Then we had somehow we started bidding on bottom text, and then we started bidding on top text. And I think top text went for what 26 or something, and bottom text went for 18.
Yeah.
So some autist has this shit hanging up in their house somewhere.
What they're going to.
I just got the stencils to do the text on the other one.
Yeah. Yellow Lantern paid $36 for the painting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this text can say anything, right? You're not really going to censor yourself.
No. The text is it is chosen by the person who wins the bid.
Oh, okay.
And because I believe the top text, what was the top text?
It's like a more permanent super chat.
What was the top text again?
But it's funny because they can stick the person that buys the painting with your text. The other one, the top says, "My coochie cup runneth over," and the bottom says "gushing grannies," which is basically. Should I call a shirt and the bottom text is on the shirt, or should I keep this weird spot?
That's up to you. I think maybe can you do a fade at the bottom, like a fade blue?
Yeah, get some titanium white and just
Get yourself a gradient.
Yeah, just so it would stand out, like whenever you stencil in whatever. You know what I mean?
Do you have any phthalo blue?
Well, that's why I was going to stencil it in white so that it's very stark. Again.
Okay, well then fill it in then. That's up to you.
There's black.
Yeah, fill it in.
Fill it in. So the bottom text will be their shirts.
Yeah.
Yay.
The shirt. On the shirt? It's going to be on the shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because last week
what was Jordan's line about Daddy's Milkies?
No. That was a comment that was made. That was during the Jim Cummings.
Supposedly he said that.
It is so funny that his last name is Cummings. I can't even.
Yeah. And like during the score, they said that he was trying to get his trying to get his wife to jerk him off or something like that, and like the daughter was around, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, mommy likes daddy's leakies."
Oh my god!
Yeah, you were telling me this about that, and then you guys Britted it up by saying it's father's drippings.
Oh yeah. Papa's drippings would be the
Papa's drippings, yeah.
Papa's drippings.
The basta came round, so we need to get Papa's drippings.
Yeah. And Cab joked about making a barbecue sauce called Papa's drippings.
Barbecue sauce. Oh, fuck. See, you said that barbecue sauce shit and reminded me of all those fucking hilarious jokes we had for that for this project that we never finished.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking nightcore band called the Castrated Choir Boys.
Yeah, the Castrated Choir Boys with their hit single "Edging with Satan."
Edging with Satan. We came up. We were in a call one night and just started
came up with all
these
the
fucking.
album.
It was like 50 fake song titles for an album.
More of a discography.
Yeah,
we were done.
It was like it's barbecue sauce bukkake. It was one of them. Hold on a second. I have it on my phone. I can list them off here. Let me go get it.
Adrian says he remembers he has the list.
1,500 away, I think. I have to do the exact math. I'm about 1,500 away from the car, I think.
Okay. It is.
And please.
The album is called "Hot Sauce on Your Dick."
Yeah, and please censor anything that could get us kicked off YouTube.
I don't think we used any slurs or anything like that.
Okay, all right.
They're just regular cuss words like ass, mate, and edging with Satan,
ass.
Capsaicin turns my piss red. Ghost pepper, deep throat, inflamed O-ring. Tiger balm on my toilet seat. Bloody stool. Skid mark row. Rolaids for the weary.
Rolaids for the weary. Damn it.
Because it's a concept album where everything is about eating spicy food and you have explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
This is like the most childish shit ever, and it's
Oh
hilarious.
yeah. We were fucking children.
Because it was like fucking 4:00 in the morning and everyone was tired, so they just said whatever came to mind. Binging on Tabasco. The pee pee poo poo man.
Oh God, here you go.
Wing Shack. Cam came up with the funniest one. Wing Shack Holocaust. That was one he came up with.
Wing Shack Holocaust.
Post-traumatic ass disorder. Enema of the State, which I think is the name of a Sum 41 album.
The doctor said barbecue bukkake.
Barbecue sauce bukkake.
Yeah, that's a. And by the way, I think it was Failure said Papa's Driving sound like it'd be a better name for ranch sauce. Not unless you use a white sauce.
White sauce.
It's
some of that Alfredo.
No, well,
Alfredo.
There is a barbecue white sauce that I think they use in Texas.
Tejas.
Yeah, in Tejas.
On beef
or
pork.
Chicken and pork. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's mayonnaise based, and
I was gonna say, like, Texas is known more for its beef barbecue than its.
Yeah. Yeah, I know ranch is white. Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I was like, ranch is white.
Yeah, but I'm saying but ranch isn't an
actual white sauce.
So, yeah. But there's barbecue white sauce, is what I was getting at.
Oh man, don't worry, Mata. Nothing could ruin ranch for me. I'm too white to not like ranch.
Too white. We won't ruin ranch.
Shit.
I
saw goddamn Twitter.
I checked the Twitter. I saw it. Okay, Jesus. And besides, that has nothing. That why would that? That's somebody eating poo poo. That's the poo poo pee pee man right there.
Disney put more than $400 million into Vice Media. Now it says that investment is worthless.
Yep. No, they just recently wrote that shit down.
Yeah, Mike.com, which was worth more than $60 million, sold for less than $5 million late last year. Mashable, which was valued at $250 million in 2016, sold for less than $50 million the following year. The properties formerly known as Gawker Media, plus The Onion and other sites, just sold for a price that's likely well below $50 million. The guy who posted this was like that one Gawker dude who said, quote, "We'd publish a 6-year-old sex tape in court. Should go down in history as the man who caused the most financial losses with a single sentence." And I saw Kappa tweeting that he's like the biggest cell phone of our times, and I was like, bro moment.
Yeah. Bro. Fucking bro.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh yeah, nice. Josh, was that you who posted that video of Nick Denton in court having to read that shit? God,
yeah,
he's squirming like a fucking worm because
they made Denton read a paragraph from the Hogan sex tape article, and it was glorious.
Yeah, what they call it? Like talked about Hulk Hogan's thermos-sized dingle. Yeah.
Thermos-sized.
But yeah, they didn't say dingle. But
oh, you don't want to say the PP word?
The poo-poo or the PP word. Yeah. I just got to the point like I'm trying to come up with like a different, especially after accidentally seeing Jared's Wang last night. I was like coming up with different names.
Somebody did a really good edit of it being an Atari joystick in his hand instead. Yeah. Talk about how hard he gamed.
Avatar Press or Antarctic Press? I'm sorry, something the doctor said in chat. I hope he does go after Rich Johnston. Rich Johnston is a fucking scumbag. I cannot.
Bleeding cool, yeah.
Bleeding cool. More like bleeding rectum. Got him.
More like peed in the pool.
More like prolapse, Jared.
God damn it.
Avatar owns Bleeding. Oh, okay. They're the company that owns
Bleeding stool.
Bleeding Ass. Okay. I just like how whenever EVS like shows an article from Bleeding Cool, he just like, and here we have garbage.
Isn't their site like riddled with ads and
Dude, their
computer
ads have
aids?
ads. I'm not kidding. I have to. I don't. I'm not a big. I archive stuff if I think it's going to like disappear. Kind of thing, like tweets and things
Or
like
get
that.
stealth edited,
Or get stealth
like
edited.
some articles.
I have to archive Bleeding Cool when I show it on stream, just because if I don't, I won't be able to run the fucking page. That's how bad that fucking site is. Ugh. How about $100 for Optimus body painting video? Proceeds go to
Optimus body painting.
And
Optimus booby painting. Thank you very much.
I'll booby paint. I'll do it. I don't care.
Really? You
It ain't-
get naked on cam?
I'm not. I didn't say nothing about getting on cam. I just said I would do it.
But that's the point, isn't it? For you to get naked on cam.
No, that was for Piper, not for me.
By the way, for you guys that don't know, Optimus is he's like 6'2", 6'3",
And a very
fat and bald.
Yes, I'm a very fat and bald man.
And he has a fucked up shoulder because.
Oh yeah, we do. We need mods in the chat to drop in donations.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where is your link for that? Because I'm on your Twitter. I need to get it. I thought you might have it pinned, but you don't have it. Pinned.
Yeah, it's funny how she wants his money. She wants this thing funded, but she don't have that tweet pinned for some reason.
Because I like my tweet.
It is a pretty good pinned tweet. I'm just saying.
Red, though.
I was
the better
about to drop an autobiographical note about Optimus. He fucked up his shoulder working at GameStop.
Yep.
Which
the dumbest way possible too. I'm not gonna deny.
Weren't you bending over to like pick up a?
I was on my knees. I was filing pre-owned games behind the counter.
Yeah.
I heard somebody come in the store. I went to get up, so I went and grabbed the desk, or the counter, right, front counter. And when I grabbed the counter and I pulled myself up, my shoulder popped out of socket.
Ow.
And I ended up tearing my rotator cuff, my AC joint, and my bicep tendon.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know. You've told that story before, but you didn't say all that shit.
Yeah,
you just said your shoulder came out of the side.
No,
Everybody in the chat.
Mata, I didn't have the link, Mata.
Mata, please.
By the way,
Now I got
I've
it.
known.
I put it in.
You're not the only person I've known that's worked at GameStop. No one ever has a positive thing to say about working for that piece of shit place.
I mean,
Not one.
Everyone fucking hates GameStop. Does anyone go to GameStop anymore? Seriously.
Yeah, but like begrudgingly.
And most people, when like they've talked about like GameStop like possibly going out of business, most of them are like, "Oh, I'll just have to order from Amazon."
No one cares.
Yeah, because
Yellow Lantern says they loved working for him.
Did he? Oh, I mean,
Now see, there could be absolutely individual
wait.
locations that had good managers and shit like that.
I was going to say, in my experience, I liked the people I worked with. I did not like the company.
Oh, by the way, Wayne, that story you told about how the district manager came in and told you to rearrange the store and then came back in like a couple days later and told you to put everything back the way it was. That's not... I've known people that have worked for GameStop and they said the district manager did the same shit to them. And like, why the fuck? What is the point of that? Just to give you work to do because nobody's coming into the store and buying stuff.
Gotta make things look different and people will think that things are new.
GameStop.
Like I would rather work fast food again than retail, but I do support anyway. So I'm glad I have my niche in being able to provide support in IT and shit. So
IT. So instead of an Indian, they get you.
Would you please do the kindly? Excuse me, sir. Sir?
So you're trying to cancel your Time Warner Business Internet? That's going to be a $17,000 cancellation fee.
When the hell did y'all become a? When did this become a call center? What's going on here?
Excuse me, sir. I am with the Microsoft repair team. We are calling you because we've got an alert of a virus on your PC.
Have you ever seen those videos where like it's a fucking Indian scammer calling people and they get fucking violently mad when the person they're trying to con calls them out on their bullshit?
Oh yeah, no, dude.
Listen, you fucking bitch.
There is a whole like channels dedicated to really fucking with these scammers. I'll have to go into my history to get people the names of them. But no, there's a couple guys who go and they try their best to like wire shark as much information they can from them, and sometimes they're able to actually rat these people because these scammers, when they get remote access to the computers, they try to open up things that might look like it has personal information and financial documents and shit. So it's super easy to fucking rat them. Remote access tool, for those that don't know, it's really easy to rat them because you just call a rat tool financial documents.txt, and they fucking open it up like a dumbass, and then you're in their fucking call center. No, Jim Browning. People in the future, after the stream, you should go look up at some Jim Browning videos. I will even link one for y'all.
Oh, Wayne went off to deal with his mother.
Oh God,
We'll
we're
be
in control of the stream.
Yeah, we're gonna be in charge of the stream for a while because when that happens, he's usually gone for like an hour. So I don't blame him. His mom's not in the best shape.
All right, lads, let's steer it towards the coast. Let's get him up on those rocks.
He's in the donut dimension. What?
So, in other news, some folks may know the name Graham Lineham. Graham Lineham is a big old fucking turd.
He kind of looks like Quasimodo, in case you...
God damn it, doesn't he? He wrote this big huffy medium about how, like, I'm getting off social media because being called a bigoted troll is really tiring on me, and I'm not commenting on stuff, and you all should go too.
It's the same reaction Will Wheaton got is the same he's gonna get. Like, no one gives a fuck, pal. Go off here.
So Graham Lineham is an English comedy writer. He wrote The IT Crowd and Father Ted. And what's funny is
I thought it was Graham Linehan.
I don't know how to. I call him Graham Lineham because that's how I remember how to spell his last name.
Either way, he looks like Little Nicky. You know, got somebody's bashed his face in with.
But
a
yeah,
shovel.
it's probably Linehan or however the fuck. He's a British dude, but yeah, like he's wrote the IT Crowd, which he passes himself off as progressive, but he also wrote in like a woman whose whole little bit was that she knew nothing about computers because she's a woman. It's very progressive.
Oh yeah. So that character is basically my mother.
That
everyone's mom.
She was able to be convinced that the internet was inside a box that was like sitting up on a table.
I've never heard of this show in my entire life.
The thing about the IT Crowd is it's actually not a bad show, but I also have heard that like he wasn't the 100% like there were other writers on the team, and it was kind of funny, maybe despite of him, not because of him.
It's funny to see people self-destruct on social media sometimes. He's a bad case of that.
I mean, we can all be good people, but we got to admit that we got some Schadenfreude in us, and we don't mind seeing some other people suffer a little bit if they were fucking complete jackasses.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That's why this pro Jared thing is funny as shit to me. not to like take focus away from this, but it's like some people they just don't learn. They just have to keep going. Like that was Graham Linehan's problem. Like he would like just people would call him out instead of just like fucking off for a while and letting the heat die down, kind of like what Nathan Grayson did. He would try to fight back, and it's like, dude, it's not working. Why don't you see that it's not working?
Fucking Demented says these streams are frustrating. All I want to do is throw things at Piper while she's trying to concentrate.
She's opening up some paint here. What is that? White?
Wow.
I think we could do the golf commentary on Piper. She's opening up the white paint now. We're gonna see if she can get this under par. Oh no, it looks like she's injured herself.
There we go. Nope.
I always got to use those teeth, huh?
Just poke the top, Piper.
No, I don't want
It's the doctor. Oh no, here's the teeth.
This is gonna happen.
The GF. We need to go fund me Piper some fingernails. Get you some Lee press-ons.
How'd you fuck up your nail?
Recently was declawed.
So she's going to be adding the eyes now, I'm assuming, or facial features of the Apu. This is going to be a Richard C. Myers Apu. I think. That's what Wayne said, at least.
Oh, Seth, I know you were.
I see you have a lot of coffee in your kitchen. Not to mention that you just chugged a Mountain Dew. Do you really need all that caffeine?
Yes.
Hey, dude, coffee is love. Coffee
and
is
you're
life.
smoking
okay.
a vape. You need to take better care of yourself.
Well, at least I stopped smoking cigarettes to do the vape instead.
Yeah, see that's where it is for me. So like I've been vaping for a few years now in replacement of cigarettes, and boy howdy, I'm a lot healthier from it. I've been because I mix my own vape flavors. I've cut myself down to lower and lower nicotine amounts to where I've just cut out nicotine in general. I still got like too much. Like I started smoking when I was 14 at the computer, and so like there's a lot of hand and oral triggers and shit.
See, I'm a good old Catholic boy, so I never got involved in any of that shit. My brother did, though. See,
You've got to be shitting me.
wrong paint.
No. Okay. So I got paper layer, and then I got tinfoil layer. They're still fucking plastic. Like,
Get that knife out.
all these other ones are fine, but this one.
This is that gag where like they take the shirt off and then there's another shirt underneath it, and then you take the shirt off and there's another shirt underneath it. They take the shirt off and there's another shirt
Russian
underneath
dolls.
Yo,
What are those?
Or those Russian stacking dolls. Yeah, fuck. I know there's a specific name for them, but that's some commie shit. So I try not to remember.
I was literally about to make that commie joke, and you did it. That's some commie shit. Literally what I was about to say. It's like we're on the same level here.
I know
Fuck, Wade said that earlier. God damn it.
is how I quit smoking.
No one in here likes commies.
Down to 8 milligrams from like a lot of milligrams of nicotine, I guess.
Yeah, my God. When I started, I was like at 12 plus milligrams of nicotine. Because I had like a packet and a half a day habit. Packet and a half a day. Now I think about that in money, and I'm like, oh my God, I was spending like $7 to $8 a day at a packet and a half a day. Ugh. Fucking cigarettes. No, seriously.
Cigarettes are expensive as fuck. I have no idea how.
I don't know how I was able to afford them when I was doing it. When I was smoking them.
Why did you guys start smoking? That's I'm always curious as to why people start smoking. Like stress or.
It was I can't even call it peer pressure because it didn't take that much pressure. It was just like friends saying, "Hey, you want a cigarette?" and me going, "Yeah." And then I was 14 and addicted to cigarettes.
How are you? How old are you now? Like 31?
Walmart paint, not dollar store paint.
I turned 37 just this past April.
Oh, how long have you? Well, you're still smoking, obviously, and like not cigarettes, but
Yeah, I still vape, but no nicotine, but still vape, flavors in the VG. But it has been at least 7 to 8 years since I've had a cigarette. And I don't even really want them.
See, my dad used to smoke, and that comes as no surprise because most Samoans smoke. I went over there when I was 17, summer going into my senior year. Every fucking one was smoking. It's like as soon as you turn 18, they put a fucking cigarette in your hand. It's like, hey, do this. My grandpa, he smokes his own tobacco that he grows on a farm, and he would
Oh
like
yeah,
take,
fuck yeah. That's the way to do it because these
and he
cigarette
would
companies put chemicals like a motherfucker in these things.
yeah, he would roll it up in notebook paper, like spiral bound notebook paper.
Oh shit,
And
that's
that's how
fucking
he was smoking.
hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Everyone
Demented, you're right. Yeah, I grew up in the 90s too. You're right. It was practically everybody that smoked then. And it didn't help that my group was like I was a skater. We had overlap with the punks and the outcasts. And so it was just fucking cigarettes and drugs and alcohol and hanging around
Piper,
and
were
vandalism.
you a skater girl?
No.
I'm assuming you're. I hate to say this. You're younger than Josh, right? He said he was 37.
I'm what?
You're younger than Josh, right?
But yeah,
So when did you start smoking?
when I was 15.
That's always when they get you when you're a teenager. Somebody's like, "Hey, put this in your mouth."
And
And
that's when I knew to smoke, but I knew how to get them.
You smoke pot?
Hmm?
Smoke pot?
That was 16.
Yeah, my
Heroin?
pot
What about
smoking started at about the same time.
anything harder than pot?
What?
Anything harder than pot? I've
Yeah.
never stuck a hypodermic needle in my arm.
No.
Never stuck a hypodermic needle in my arm, but I've taken acid and mushrooms, and I will tell you, mushrooms, take some smaller amounts with some friends, have a decent time. Mushrooms are chill, a nice, good chill time.
My brother dropped acid once while he
Mushroom
was
camping is fun.
My brother dropped acid once while he was sick, and we watched wrestling together. Pretty funny because we watched like one of those early 2000s like end of the road WCW pay-per-views where like it was complete shit, so everything was a comedy. It's like these matches that don't make any fucking sense. Everything is funny, like the commentary's terrible. Nothing. God damn it! That was pretty good.
Where they're tripping.
It's actually a pretty good bonding experience, even though it was high as shit. Acid. Oh, here comes the first line through a poo.
I imagine this stream will be going on for a little bit longer. Maybe like another hour?
I don't know. The first one of these
45 minutes?
4 hours. Shit. If Wayne comes back.
It won't be 4 hours this time because now I've got a rhythm going, and I was set up when we started instead of setting up when we started.
You know something like that? A poo head kind of looks like the Girl Scout logo, which they're now allowing girls into the Boy Scouts because the Girl Scouts suck. I guess they don't do like nature shit like Boy Scouts do.
They did when I was in the Girl Scouts, but they were also all bitches, so I left anyway. Well, I was a bad girl. I got kicked out of the Girl Scouts.
Oh yeah, now Wayne's gone, and I don't know how I did this shit last time. So what? We're gonna take bids. We're gonna say where's our bid starting at for this lovely Apu.
$1,000 fucking dollars.
The way he did it was, if you're seriously bidding, then you put a dollar amount out there and say confirm.
There you go. Put a dollar amount out there and say confirm. Can we get 5? I'm going for 5. Saying 5. We got 5. We can get $5. $5. I see $5 here.
The bidding has to start at least more than it takes to ship the painting.
Okay. $10.
Like $10.
$10 is perfect for a litany of reasons.
Right?
$10, the price of champions.
Hey, if you pay to Piper $10, she can buy a Something Awful account. Oh wait, no, she can't, because Something Awful isn't gonna fucking exist within the end of the year. But the thing that sucks about that is all those fucking cockroaches are just gonna flee to the next ship, and it's
Yeah.
same thing that happened with Tumblr, and then all these fucking pedos started showing up on Twitter. God damn it!
Yeah.
All these fucking all the goddamn maps. Fucking hell.
Dude,
Oh,
that-
it makes me want to
Tumblr
fucking
was
burn
a
things.
fucking containment site, you pieces of shit. You should not have done that.
Well, they might be able to go back. Who knows if Pornhub ends up buying Tumblr like they
Yeah,
want
but you
to.
really, they're gonna be like, we can't have these fucking freaks on here. The first, is that gonna be an eyeball? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's gonna be an eye. I'm just trying to find a better.
It turns out Twitter has been the containment for everybody's communities all along.
Yeah, so long as I don't have to look at your stupid shit, I don't mind. I mean, if there's pedos out there, I want them to be,
Not.
gone.
100,000 subs lost for Jared so far today. Yeah, it was getting very close to that earlier when I looked, so I absolutely believe it's up to that so far.
I was like, he's
And
gonna,
Put the link back in the chat every once in a while.
he's gonna have to give back that play button.
oh, we got shilling.
Also,
But
$100 get a boob painting. That's not vid. That's just $100 gets you a boob painting in the video to go with it.
go look back at Peanut Butter Gamer, because last time I looked at Peanut Butter Gamer, he lost near 10,000 subscribers too for him.
Not a good. This ain't
Peanut
it,
butter.
Chief. This ain't it, Chief.
Peanut Butter Gamer has lost 14,209 subs. He went from over 2 million to under 2 million now.
I have no idea who these people are. I just like a good dumpster fire when I see it.
If I remember correctly, Peanut Butter Gamer was somebody who appealed to all of the fucking autistic Nintendo kids.
The autistic Nintendo. See, again, I love a good fucking dumpster fire. I'm like a hobo that needs warmth in the night. I'm gonna walk up to it and rub my hands together. Hope it doesn't catch me. I don't get caught on fire.
Well, that's why you wear flame retardant stuff.
Well, if I'm a hobo, I'm not gonna have access to that stuff. Oh, I'm about to make a a sexist comment about Piper because Cab's not here, so I feel like I should do it.
Right?
Yeah, your breasts look magnificent, I must say.
Oh, thanks.
Sexism.
I mean, this seemed on
See, if
brand.
I were in true no fucks given mode, I'd be treating her way worse. I would have said something way more sexist. Anytime she would try to talk, I'd be like, "Who the fuck said you could talk? You're a woman. You're not allowed to talk. You speak when spoken to."
So basically, every stream for me.
They treat you like that out of hand.
Yep.
We need to get more women on this show because I don't know. They just get the same treatment, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, they would.
See, if Socks weren't so busy being a housewife, we could probably get her to come on here.
True. Very true.
Socks is our Australian waifu. Have you ever talked to her about doing it? Maybe she would do it. Oh, she doesn't. I don't think she reads comics.
Well, the thing is Great at Point 5, Wayne has expanded it to be like, yeah, there's definitely a nice comics primary focus, but also talking about entertainment in general.
Entertainment. See, if I were in charge, we would probably just talk about wrestling the whole time because that's the only nerd shit I'm into. So
See, and I'm been trying to get like a nice, reliable wrestling podcast off the ground. I've been trying to like mash people together in like a let's kiss kind of way. Be like, start a wrestling podcast.
That's
People
not how it
listen.
works. That's not how chemistry works. You can't make it happen. I do it.
It almost happens every time, and usually you're somewhere in the middle of it.
We can discuss. I don't. What the fuck would we? I don't have no idea what we're talking about.
You and Fetusberry. You and Fetusberry at least, and one more.
Fetusberry, the progenitor of the. You cheated yourself. Not only the game. You not only cheated the game, but yourself. Me.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, like, the first episode would have to be about like how wrestlers just die. I would seriously want to do like a depressing episode podcast about all these fucking wrestlers are dying. Like, yeah, because the industry eats them, chews them out.
Yeah. Oh,
Chris Benoit
absolutely.
fucking bangs his head into the fucking floor like 50 billion times and has the brain of an 80-year-old Alzheimer's patient. After the autopsy, when he killed himself and his wife and his son. Roddy Piper dies before he even. How old was he?
He died before he said he was going to see any sort of like retirement shit, and he did. So it was.
He was
earlier
only
than
60. He was only 61 years old when he died.
Yeah.
You know what's shocking? The fact that Ric Flair is somehow still alive.
Right.
This man has done more fucking drugs, had more unprotected sex than any fucking person.
Especially after seeing that one documentary on him that came out semi-recently, and how much
30?
he drunk. Yeah, that 30 for 30. How much he drunk. Oh my God, Ric Flair drunk so much.
Yeah, like Mean Gene Okerlund, he was a fucking ring announcer. I mean, a backstage interviewer. He had 3 liver transplants, and one of them was from his fucking wife. Like, at that point, after the 3rd liver, or was it 2? I can't remember. Maybe you should, I don't know, consider quitting.
But the booze is good, y'all. Oh, fucking, we can't forget Owen Hart. Fucking.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a laundry list of wrestlers that have died. Owen Hart dying in a freak accident. Test, another wrestler from the 90s. He died from, like, I don't know what the fuck he died. Mike Awesome killed himself. All of the Graham family members, Eddie Graham, he killed himself. His dad killed himself. His son killed himself. The Von Erich family, nearly all of the Von Erich brothers committed suicide except one. Umaga, dead. Eddie Guerrero, dead.
Shit, how'd that get on the floor?
You have a cat or a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that you making those meow noises?
It's me and the cat.
Oh, you have a cat?
We were having a conversation. Yeah.
What's that shit on your forehead?
Don't you speak cat?
I speak cat and dog. The shit
Is that a real piercing, or is that like something you stuck on your?
Used to be a real piercing, so now I just stick stuff there.
It looks like a water drop.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get a face tattoo. That wasn't a serious suggestion.
I know. I was still like imagining it though. I'm like,
you should get the
Like, I
exact
have to
same
at
one.
least picture
The
it.
exact same one Mike Tyson has.
oh yeah.
or Seal. Those are the only 2 people I can think of that have face tattoos, and they're both maniacs. Well, Seal's a nice guy, but Mike Tyson's kind of a maniac.
Kind of a maniac.
Oh shit! No, I can't say that because you'll get in trouble. But there was a weigh-in where he freaked out, and he was like talking shit to this guy in the crowd. And he's like, "Oh fuck you too, you love me," and then he called him God damn it!
You called him a fun guy.
He called him an FAGGOT.
Hello.
And he said it in that funny,
Hey, welcome back.
funny Mike Tyson voice. I'll fuck you till you love me.
Gonna start censoring ourselves.
Now, we said he was a fun guy.
Yeah, we're not gonna be like EVS though. It's like he says, well, these people are pilots, and
Oh man, I could just I should have loaded up the soundboard that Mulatto has. Even though I don't have the paid version, I still could have had like a sensor beep.
Where did he go? What the hell happened to him? Wasn't he supposed to be coming?
he had
It's an
What do you call
extended night at the work.
yeah, what was it? He said he'll jump in when he gets home.
This lady.
It's a double shift.
Floor service. That means that's for anybody.
Floor buffing and shit.
Yeah, well, not just that. Anybody floor service also has to deal with sometimes changing around like displays and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
These giant bundles of sticks.
Let us make Outworld great again.
You know what's great? It's like if things keep going like they're going in the voice acting community. Eventually, like we're gonna get jobs.
I could. Adrian and I certainly could.
No, fucking, you absolutely could. You could, yeah, no, you could, you should actually.
I will do it.
So
Fuck you, Monica Real. I'm burning bridges in the industry already. Fuck you.
Here is my suggestion. That you and I and Ace and some other people who have some higher production environments.
You mean basically we have decent microphones?
Yeah, we have a microphone we can put in the closet, basically. We should make like an audio book or even more like a radio play of Caleb's book when it's finished, its final editing passes. And then put that shit up on fucking Amazon Audio Exchange and shit.
How close is he to finishing his book?
The book itself is finished. He's just going through the final like edit passes through it all. But like,
Piper's cat's freaking the fuck out.
Oh,
no, that's my cat. My cat's one of my cats is in heat.
my cat. And I'm like, that doesn't even. I don't think that's mine.
Everyone's cat does that shit, except mine because I keep him away from my room. But and he's old, so he kind of just loses the will to do it after a while.
Why does Zach have a headband? What's going on here?
These are squinty eyes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You're getting it's kind of like a smug Zackpu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna do like the Groiper hand over the lips thing?
I was
No,
gonna
that
leave
would
it.
Yeah, okay. How many fucking frog beans are there? Too many. Marvs, Honks, Groiper, Apu's, Pepe, of course, the originator. Oh, did you see Warwick Davis saying he was going to sue 4chan if they didn't like get back to him because there was a violent post about him on there?
Good luck with that.
This is what it said. I'd love to kick Warwick Davis in the head. Just take a few steps, run up, then catch him with the full force of my steel cap toe under his chin. Send that little... damn it.
Send that fun guy.
Can I please say it?
No.
What? You're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah, I will.
God damn it. Send that little flying through the air as he lies on the floor.
It's so hard for you.
God damn it! I want to say it so. As long as he lies on the floor, coughing and wheezing and choking on his own blood, his jaw a mangled mess of bones detached from the rest of his skull, I stand over him and laugh wickedly. He looks up at me in fear and pain, his eyes searching, begging me for mercy. He finds none. I raise my boot, then stop down, splitting his skull like a melon, and finally ending his pathetic life. What the fuck?
And this is Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis is the fucking Leprechaun and Willow.
There's also what was it, Wicket from Last Jedi, the little things.
Didn't he play some of the Jawas or something?
He was an Ewok.
Oh, Ewok, and he was the goblin in Harry Potter. That is clearly not meant to be a representation of Jews, even though it obviously is. J.K. Rowling is a fucking racist. Just saying.
It's okay. She retconned herself to not be one.
I saw somebody has like a J.K. Rowling parody account, and it had a thing where it said like it was like her like doing a post, and it says, "Congratulations, mom and dad, you're now gay."
Yeah, remember when she said something like, before toilets were a thing in the wizarding world, they would just shit on the floor and then like transport it somewhere else. And like, first of all, was that even necessary to tell us that? Like, no one gives a fuck. Seriously, lady, you're not famous anymore. Just quit. You're an embarrassing person. I tweeted something like, "Does J.K. Rowling, is she aware that she's a meme now?" She's not though. Transport it, Lucius. To where, my lord? India.
Hello, Bob, what's up?
I need to
You eating, dude?
have some chips. I need to find this thing here.
Look.
Oh, that's that.
Is it an article or?
Yeah, it's a letter. It has to do with the Vic Mignogna case. I'm trying to.
Vic Monognan.
Yeah, Vicky Mignogna.
I can't believe this kick whip shit is still going. Oh, here, Warwick Davis's tweet. Please, could I have a response to the email I sent last week? This is a serious matter, one which I will escalate through legal recourse if I do not receive a satisfactory reply by return. Your cooperation is appreciated. Legal recourse. I just remember reading that, like when the whole Christchurch thing went down, like the New Zealand police department tried to like get shit taken down from Kiwi Farms, and the site owner basically told them to fuck off and I don't give a shit about your stupid laws.
See, I'm trying to find. Somebody posted it earlier. I gotta go.
You'll never find it, dude. Might as well give up.
Hey, you never know, man.
What the hell is that? Is that your pantry behind you, Piper?
Yeah.
What's in it?
Could there be food?
It's probably just more fucking coffee.
I don't know if it'll show up.
Your head's in the way. Oh, it's Do you have SpaghettiOs?
Well, let's say she has a kid. Of course, she got SpaghettiOs.
Jesus Christ, more coffee, and it's one of those big ass like
So cans.
the shit you'd buy at like Sam's Club.
Hey, man, that's good stuff. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
It's Folgers. I mean, like the giant like bulk.
I usually cut it with good coffee though when I have it. Yeah, not much.
See, at least you're not Cap. All Cap has to eat in his fucking house is like a bag of brown sugar that's been sitting in the back of the fridge, which for some reason he put brown sugar in the fridge. I have no idea why would you put it in there. But
That's true, and I do still have more food than Caleb, so I count my blessings.
Wow.
Everyone does.
Ooh. Sorry, Cab, BTR. Caleb, BTR.
Dude, if Caleb ever gets here, he's gonna be like, He's gonna put on
You get
all the
fat.
weight he's lost within like the first month back.
Yeah.
Like the
But
first
it's great.
day,
But it's okay because
He's
that's what
gonna
you do
be-
in America.
he's gonna be like fucking Tony Stark at the end of Iron Man, where he just goes and eats like 6 burgers from Burger King.
Oh
I'm out of
fuck! I
that
can't
now.
wait till Caleb gets over here and he gets to do his like fucking tour of everybody's houses where he's like, "Please, please stay here, Caleb. We'll keep you for a while."
Right?
He'll pretty much get to tour America.
I remember the conversations Cab and I would have about like communist Russia, where it's like they would.
Mata, it's not a joke. One's already been bought. It's real.
And now you're drinking beer, Bud Light. Hey, they don't make. They do not. Bud Light does not put corn syrup in their beer. Did you know that?
Sweet.
But
So
they
at
do
least-
put piss.
Oh, you're right.
But
Savior's
yes.
here.
Yeah.
What up, family?
What's up?
It has- It
Is
has
that a
been
Xavier
a
I hear?
very bad day at work.
Aw.
That is unfortunate. I am sorry that you have had your bad day, but have a less bad day with us now on stream.
About to do his hair. Then it should start soon. I'll do that shitty haircut.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Do you put varnish on your paintings, Piper?
No, should I?
It'll preserve them.
Oh, shit. Well, I haven't sent the other one yet because I got to finish the lettering, so I can do that.
It'll make it look shiny.
Yeah, it's just a top coat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not a bad idea.
It's some archivist like 100 years from now will be able to fix it. Some
Hey, it's going to be in the museum.
art restoration.
They're doing an art restoration of this painting, and it came out looking like Jesus. How did this happen?
The next pet up.
I still live in a hillbillyville, so that's why I think that it's fucking cheap and poor. I only get good beer on special occasions.
You said you're from Louisiana?
I'm from Louisiana. I'm currently living in a very, very tiny town in Ohio. Well, not a real town in Ohio,
Why don't you have a southern accent?
right?
Yeah, kind of like Ellen DeGeneres. She's from Louisiana, but you don't. Or South Carolina. That's where she was born, and then she grew up in Louisiana. But you can sometimes it comes out if you hear her talk. She'll say y'all. Sometimes it's like, do you say y'all?
Depending on what I'm saying, and
Y'all.
so
Y'all.
everyone with my family because they're still. Because I was born in Texas, raised in Louisiana, and all my family went back to Texas. So if I get on the phone with them, it comes out for
Going down to Texas.
church.
Texas,
That-
I'll tell you what.
That boy ain't right.
Boo!
Which is really funny because all the people.
God damn it, Dale! I'm gonna kick your ass.
Isn't it funny how like all the people who've been wilding out lately have been in Texas?
Like wilding out in what
Getting sued,
sense?
I guess.
Getting fucking sued.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
It might as well be how's my cookie cup running over going? I got stencils for them, so I have the lettering.
Whoever wins the text bid on this, the text should say, "Yeah, it was a bad idea," because it's a Richard C. Meyer a poo.
I know,
Well,
right?
well, yeah, that was a bad idea. It should already be on there, but
Yeah.
be separate from the top and bottom text.
Yeah, actually, when I first moved to Ohio, because it's been 14, 15 years. Wow, it's been 15 fucking years. Goddamn. When I first moved to Ohio, I was constantly, like, the friends that I had up here were constantly going, wait. Say this again. And then I'm like, what? When I moved up here, I had an accent. You know,
You just trailed off into some foreign country.
She said when she moved to Ohio, she had an accent. I had a friend like that in high school. His name was Phil, and he was from Texarkana, Texas. Man, he had such a he moved here when he was like 9 years old, and the kids would tease the fuck out of him, so he just like adapted his accent.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, people here in Michigan are assholes. There's this British guy that works in the fucking shop with my brother, and he had one of those fucking weird British dialects where no one could understand. It was so thick.
Welsh.
Yeah, it could have been that. I don't know, but like they would fuck with him. First of all, they're like, "How the fuck did you end up here, dude? This is Flint, Michigan. Why the fuck are you here?" And then they, whenever they couldn't understand what he was saying, they'd be like, "Speak fucking English!" Like they would scream it in his face. Some fucking wild shop stories my brother had.
$5 confirmed for top. Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
How did he say? Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
I still can't remember what the fuck was he referencing when he
The dark roast.
Oh.
Yeah, the dark roast, and also I think also being on that idiot's TV show.
No,
Jim Jeffries show.
That's where the meme came from. It was during his Jim Jeffries interview.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah, it was a bad idea. That was it.
First fault, and then $14 confirmed for what?
Yeah, for the painting or
$5 confirmed bottom is Piper's fault.
okay.
Yeah, but $14 is what I'm trying to figure out.
I swear to God, it looks like he's wearing a damn toupee in that picture.
Oh, yeah.
The Richard. Damn, that was a bad idea. Son of a bitch, that does not look good.
Right.
Don't drink the water in Flint. Yeah.
Not unless you want to try to get like roll the dice and get mutant powers.
For anything, you don't care.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
All depends on your mutant power.
Yeah.
You know, you could totally be like A tier or B tier X-Men. You could just as easily turn out to be a Morlock.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, if you end up a Morlock and you got other Morlocks, at least you got community. That's something we don't have these days, is community.
Oh, and the crashed spaceship with a fucking alien soul eater that just is there for no reason. That was a good two-parter, though.
I want to buy cereal because I'm munching out. That's a Trend to the Flame Death in Plastic 4.
I'm trying to find something funny I saw earlier.
Yeah.
So,
Students hack into Florida high school system to send email to parents about a mandatory penis inspection.
Jordan Peterson, please go.
Wash your penis. It's just good advice, man.
You gotta keep your junk clean.
Students from LaBelle Senior High School hacked onto the school's memo and emailed faculty, staff, and students about a mandatory penis inspection. The school's dean of students has since sent an email apologizing for the prank and shared that the school is still investigating. What does the email say? To all male students and staff and faculty of LaBelle High School, the district is required to conduct a mandatory penis inspection on all LaBelle High School students in accordance with the Florida Penal Health Code 69.
Penal Health Code.
Nice.
Okay.
End of the year penis inspections will occur on RTC.
Here is a statement that I loved from. This is from Vic Mignogna's attorney. Talking about all this, okay, the whole story is like the Ronica's attorney wanted to depose Vic, and then what Nick Rekieta has speculated is they wanted to depose Vic first and then do an anti-slap motion. And anti-slap means basically it's a thing to trying to get the case thrown out, essentially, right?
Frivolous lawsuit,
yada yada yada. But the idea was to get Vic deposed, and immediately, because they wanted to depose him first, and so when they do anti-slap, that basically puts the entire case on hold for 90 days. and only Vic would have been deposed. I mean, Monica wouldn't have been deposed. Her cuck Ron Toye would not have been deposed, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm glad you made the distinction because I was about to correct you if you didn't.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like the name that everybody else is coming from, Ron Soye. But so they were going to depose him on May 30th. Well, Ty Beard, being a smart man, said, "Okay, we're going to depose Monica and Ron on the 15th and the 16th." Well, then they started filing these motions saying that you can't do, they can't do that. They did this and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm trying to find the letter, but what was sent to Nick Rekieta from Ty Beard basically told the story of what he thought of what the lawyer said. He says, "Nothing shows you have a weak case like chicken shit squabbles at the start of the case."
Ty Beard. Ty Beard.
Ty Beard with a very nice beard, I might add. Very, very well shapen.
That's
Oh,
Ty Beard, Primarch of the Law Legion.
I was wondering where all that fucking noise was coming from. It's Xavier's. Are you driving around?
I am on my way home from work.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna stop and get something to eat like you usually do?
I have considered it, but I have soup at home.
Ooh, what kind of soup? Beef barley?
Campbell's Chunky.
Oh, fuck that! You might as well just get something to eat.
What's really funny, I found out that Ronica's lawyer also he's basically being sued for mishandling a case in another case where this guy was trying to sue Steve Harvey.
Did they hire Avenatti?
So what now?
Did they hire Avenatti?
I mean, no, it's like somebody, last name is, I forgot last name. I'll find it if I can find this freaking letter.
I'm sorry. These are not good optics. This does not inspire confidence.
Yep. Oh, got it. That was literally, I forgot. When you deal with autistic people, they have it at a fingertip. So obviously, I can't show this on stream, but I will read this because
To the doctor.
I'm not gonna interrupt the creation process. Obviously. Okay. So. Oh yeah, the name of the lawyer is Casey Eric. I think their law firm is called Kessler Collins. And this is from Ty Beard. So it goes, read cause number, blah, 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 Vic Mignogna, plaintiff versus Funimation, LLC, Jamie Markey, Monica Rial, and Ron Toya. He says, Casey, I received your letter. I received your May 9, 2019 letter. You took 3 pages to obscure your core argument that you are somehow entitled to depose our client first. Surely you are aware that no such right exists under Texas law. Allow me to point out several misrepresentations in your letter. You claim that you conferred with me. That is flatly untrue. You unilaterally noticed Mr. Mignogna without unilaterally noticed Mr. Mignogna without conferring with me. So that means he went around his attorney. Ooh. That's an ethics violation.
So they're in trouble.
That's an ethics violation right there. I then contacted you about the date, stating I did confer with you about your client's availability is disingenuous at best. That was underlined. As I've noted in previous emails to you, the Texas Rule of Civil Procedure do not give you the right to, quote, go first with depositions. You can state, you heard me say you will depose Mr. Mignogna first as many times as you want, but that doesn't change the rules. You also have no right to define the date range in which we may depose your client. It appears that you may have unwisely advised your client that somehow they won't be deposed or required to testify. Number 4, you complain at great length about the expense of your clients the expense your client incurred because you were forced to file motions to quash and objections to a subpoena that you were already notified to disregard. There was no reason to file your motions Tuesday. All you had to do was pick up the phone and call me. Also, the quote 3-day window ran out on Wednesday, so there was no urgent requirement to file motion and respond to already withdrawn subpoenas. Number 5, you you complained that I refused to quote withdraw our deposition notices. That is a disingenuous characterization. I asked you again, this in parentheses, for alternate days to depose your clients. After 6 days, you continue to refuse to provide those dates. We consider this discovery abuse, and we will file the appropriate motions and schedule a hearing on our motions and on your motions. 6, you refuse to agree to a confidentiality agreement in this case. Thank you for the veiled threat to disclose Mr. Mignana's deposition information. And this is from an excerpt from their letter that they sent to Beard Harris. Frankly, I assumed Mr. Mignana gave considerable thought to any personal privacy concerns before he filed his lawsuit. Regardless, my clients have considered his request and it is declined. They don't want a confidentiality agreement.
It's all going to be out there.
Yep.
But they thought that only he was going to be out there and they was going to get away.
Yeah, and so he Ty continues, this statement and your client's 400 plus defamatory tweets will figure prominently in our motions. We will, of course, issue trial subpoenas and let your clients explain to the court why they should be allowed to continue to defame Mr. Mignana. Now, here's the funny thing about these subpoenas and court stuff. You can call any witness you want. You can put them right there on the stand, and they're sworn in. There's no depositions. There's nothing like that. You are called to court, and you must testify. Unless you want to try to plead the fifth, and that would be kind of silly in a civil lawsuit.
You could do it, but you could look fucking stupid.
Number 7, your lurid characterization of our request as, quote, last-minute antics and erratic proposals is ridiculous. You have refused to provide availability dates for your clients for a week now. At some point, we're entitled to demand that you comply with discovery rules. Number 8, you also demanded that we provide dates for your own clients' availability after a date that you arbitrarily specified, that they aren't our clients, and as noted, you don't get to decree when we take depositions. Casey, you should really stop this pointless and expensive games and simply confer with me. This is a waste of time. This is a waste of the court's time and your client's money.
Oh.
And then signed with warmest regards, Ty Beard.
I got a feeling that this is Ty Beard being nice.
Yeah. He hasn't gone Super Saiyan yet. There was also, what was it? Oh, and get this. Anybody who knows about the case, I found out who would be doing the depositions of Soye and Monica.
Me too.
The Amazons.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Nick's stream with those women, go watch it. They are tough as fuck. They are like, somebody said the only thing worse than an attorney is a woman attorney, and now you have 2 of them. And they don't give a fuck. I mean, let's put it this way. People say, "Oh, Ty Beard, who's there? Ty Beard?" Okay, I'll put this in perspective. Ty Beard's law firm sued the NFL and won.
Didn't even settle? Like, act
Nope.
like won the case?
Won a case.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Monica and Ron's lawyer, they apparently is going to be is getting sued for mishandling a case against Steve Harvey.
They picked a winner.
If he's already playing these dumb games, right? Turbo had to go to beat Betty Bye, so.
Well, you know what happened was they didn't believe this was going to happen. People were saying this is going to happen. You need to lawyer up, and they waited till the last minute, and then, well, this was the only person that would probably take their case,
Yeah.
or that they could afford.
Yep. Wasting their money. That's funny.
Holy shit! You guys got like positive credit ratings. Oh, old Gil is moving up to the big leagues.
Oh, and we got
Our bids are stagnant.
Maybe we can't do this every week. Maybe it would have to be like bi-weekly, so we don't burn it out.
burning the candle at both ends.
Or pick a different meme format each week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were thinking that is to do other memes too.
Yeah. Maybe you should do like next week, do a portrait of somebody, like an actual portrait, instead of a Pepe or a.
I could actually paint.
Why don't you just throw up a web poll and
that's a good idea.
the day before we confirm what the painting will be.
Yeah. You could even use a straw poll instead of like a Twitter poll because you can have more options.
Right, we're gonna actually poll on things I can actually paint, or
No,
that's a good thing. That's a
good thing. But also, do you want to make yourself better? That's what I'm asking. Do you want to expand your painting?
You gotta push yourself.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of paintings that nobody's doing.
Well, that's why you.
Well, neither did Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Mo Ron is going to be the official name for Monica and Ron. Okay. Mo Ron. I like that. I was calling him Monica for a little while, but. People are gonna make me outbid myself. Yeah, let's get
How do we get that car?
get these bids going, big guys. Let's go.
$5 top text, $5 bottom text, and $14 because.
Well, what's the bid on the bottom text?
5.
Yeah.
I bid 7. Bottom text will be "fuck you, Yankee Blue Jeans."
Wow.
Mm. What was that from?
Clerks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Was it fucking Silent Bob's Russian cousin was in a metal band called "Fuck You, Yankee Blue Jeans"?
Oh yeah, that's
sang
right.
Berserker.
Yeah. Would you like to making fuck Berserker? Did he just say making fuck?
So yeah, $7 confirmed for bottom text.
Mm-hmm.
Mata, if you jump off a cliff, you won't be able to see your painting.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Remember in RoboCop 2 when the mayor was holding the telethon to save Detroit from being repoed by fucking OCP? Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. See, what's this? So I just opened it. Yeah, same one. Starting to come together over here. We're making out shapes.
Yeah,
That's
I'm just trying for the details that make it.
Man, you're gonna have a hard time writing "fuck you, Yankee Blue Jeans" on that bottom line.
That is one of the smaller font things that I got.
Come on, people, are you gonna let me ruin another meme? You can't let me get away with this.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do it.
Somebody change that bottom text. Come on.
If you outbid me, I promise I won't outbid you.
Well, damn it.
Unless I have something equally hilarious or bad.
Let's see. The minute for fun said, "I could have sworn I just heard Piper say, if you jump off a cliff, I won't see your pee-pee." You know what's coming, right?
That doesn't sound out of character.
Yeah. What's going on, big guy? Let's see. It says here. That's some. Let's see here. I just realized we're the only three here. What the hell? I didn't know Josh left.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Doc says things might get loud over here for a bit, so I'm going to take this time to hop in the shower. I'll try to hop back in after if I don't end up distracted and chillaxing.
Oh my god. Where the fuck is...
Where's Cab's online now?
Oh, he's not been here.
Let me say that Piper demanded that you get in here.
I said... I was trying to take...
You're gonna have to drop the magic F word if you want to summon him.
Cav the magic F word.
Okay. I got a $10 donation from Rachel.
Nice.
That means if I get it...
Hold on. Let me tag. Okay. This will be.
You can get an art card. I haven't sent it back out yet. But I need address. Number 10 confirmed. What?
All right, there we go.
I'm so fucking tired.
I just bought Piper a Tug comic, so broke. LOL. So you're getting Tug's book? Is that what I'm understanding here?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Are you getting the
Goodie Bird?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, which one is she getting? Is she getting the Goodie Bird or the Littlest Umbrella or both or one? Or did you hear about Florida man stole part of Stonehenge? Yeah, I heard about that. Did that in back in the 60s. Florida man returned it. The Florida man is he may be crazy, but he's not a monster.
He only wanted to borrow it.
Yeah, I noticed that Umbrella Guy's comic. I was just wondering. Well, they were jerking around in there. Big problem is that most of us would donut, but we all broke asses. Yeah.
I'm probably the only one in the group that has money.
Yeah, because you actually have a job.
A job I was doing badly today.
We have those days.
I think I actually fell asleep while talking to somebody,
Ooh.
and I had two thoughts run parallel and get crossed.
Mhm.
And while trying to describe the problem that this person is having with their modem, I started talking about severed limbs.
What?
Like, yeah, it's like you're switching limbs, and they just come off, and it's like a train wreck in motion, like
Yeah.
when you fall down the stairs and time slows down because Ultra Instinct kicks in, and you realized you're going to take a long time to fall now, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing you can do to stop this. Basically, I had to get to the end of the thought so I could say a stop and reprocess and apologize and try to recover. Apparently, the dude was a network technician, so why the fuck is he calling me for his internet fucking help?
Right? What the hell?
Nothing. I just hurt myself.
Oh.
It's like, you fucking run into an iron knuckle?
No, ran into a door.
No, not good. How the hell do you run into a door?
I was looking at the dog.
The door doesn't move, Piper.
No, I was walking and I was looking behind me at the dog instead of in front of me.
Oh.
The door is open a bit so that the cats can get in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you could get some people in trouble with that. You mind explaining where the black eye on her face came from? She ran into a door.
Should I wonder if I can get his attention like I did last week? Should I try?
You could.
Lobo, what you doing, boy? Hey, boy, Lobo. I know you hear me. I see them ears perking up. Lobo, up here. Lobo. Hey, boy.
About to hear some beeps.
He's wagging his tail. He's having a good time.
You can do it. It's okay.
He's having a good time.
Yeah. He did. He started wagging his tail.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh.
Well, don't push me.
Let's see. Andre says, I've fallen asleep during systems training. Woke up to my phone vibrating with my manager texting me, wake up.
It's a good boy. Yeah, you drooled all over my fucking seat, though, buddy. It's kind of gross. He's a good boy. You sit.
Now I remember. It was something he was asking about the fucking number on his router, which indicates, you got a cord plugged into one of the numbered ports at which one.
Mm-hmm.
And why all the other lights were green, but this one was orange. And somehow I got into changing limbs.
Xavier, we might need to have a talk. Need to. Tell me about your mother.
Who bought a movie picture?
I don't like her.
Wow.
Yeah, when you make fun of my mother, you're not hurting me.
Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't making fun of your mother. I was asking. All right, I'll jump in and bid for the paying to $20 confirmed, but I'm crashing. Someone hit me up on Twitter if I win. Okay, that's from the doctor. Doctor said $20.
All right.
$20 for the painting.
And then what do we have? We have $7 for text, and y'all should do that.
Yeah, we'll work on that. $7 for the bottom text.
Yep. Didn't somebody put that was a bad idea as the front runner for top text?
Yeah.
For top text, yeah, that was top text.
So right now, it looks like it's going to be, yeah, that was a bad idea. Fuck you, Yankee Blue Jeans.
Yeah. Fucking Richard Meyer getting wilding out over here. Like, what's going on, big guy? All right, let's look at the live subscriber count of Mr. Pro Jared. Oh my God.
What happened?
102,000 subs lost.
Damn.
Dude, I said it earlier. Monday Matt is literally like, yes. Finally, somebody will forget about me. Like, no, Matt, you're still a piece of shit.
Long live the Boulder King.
D. Luderfucks, top text, penis Thursday is the best. That'd be pretty good for somebody to hang up in. I want to see the doctor hang that up in his house. That would be funny. Like,
See, that's the appeal of bidding on the text. Somebody's got to hang that up.
he will soon be known as Adept Jared. Gonna look at the live subscriber count now that I know where the button is, and I'm not a fucking boomer. Let's see. God, it's funny. It's weird seeing one just like fall right in front of you. You know.
And you just know by that statement and the shit that he pulled, before releasing it, that he was so up his own ass, he probably believed it.
Yep.
That wasn't no head games he's pulling. He actually believed that probably was the case.
Yep. Here's something funny. A second ago, I was watching it. It was falling, and then it gained 2, and then immediately lost 5.
Spend money to look like a disgusting pervert, but only if I never got the video. I like being part of an inside joke. I'm missing stuff in the chat. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, and the doctor said he will hang the thing if he gets it. So. I don't know how recent his content was, but still, like, it's funny how well people will just like maintain a sub even though they might not watch the stuff anymore. Yeah,
I just noticed I started getting alerts from fucking Failure Terminated.
Oh, he's back to doing videos now?
Yeah, Failure on the Road. I don't watch any of them, and I'm probably going to unsub after this.
Yeah, because Failure, man, honestly, he's kind of boring. He's good playing off somebody else,
He's a good straight man.
Yeah. It'll go in my nerd room with my other art. Piper's art would be right next to a Grifter / Midnighter prelim cover by Ryan Benjamin, or it'll be next to one of my pieces from Talent Caldwell. So, yeah, you're going to a place of honor there, guy.
Yeah, gonna be among the greats.
Failure has been hanging out with Worski. R.I.P. And Seth is back. Hello, Seth. Good to see you again, sir.
Hello.
If someone as ugly as Pro Jared can cheat on his wife, there is no hope for anyone in this world. I think this person put this is a great word of wisdom, my friends. You know what the moral of the story for this whole Pro Jared debacle? Don't announce your divorce on Twitter.
I think really what's extra fucked up too is that he announced it on Twitter, but blocked her, so didn't even tell her. Fucking dumb.
The dude had a fucking fucking myriad of balls and webs of lies.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly think he's so far up his own ass that at some point he started believing his own shit.
Yep. I think it was a friend of ours in the chat in the Myers chat today who said he basically started. He showed a tweet from. Oh no, he didn't show a tweet. He showed that live subscriber count on Social Blade, and he just started like he did the whole "and you could have it all." My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt.
Well. Look who decided to show up.
Uh-oh. Now we will never recover because
Feeling cute might say the N-word later.
well, that's how I got him in here, Piper. I told him that you wanted him to come in here and say the N-word.
Oh, okay.
Nice. How you doing, buddy? Just sleep in a little bit, get some rest.
Yeah, I literally woke up like maybe 15, 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I don't even know where I am right now.
You're on a stream talking to about 15 people. I'm just chilling out. Talking about how, as Shamil just said, I can't believe that Pro Jared is fucking dead.
Did he finally just end it all?
Dude, he lost 102,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, no. I fucking knew he was going to lose all of his shit.
Quit eating chipmunks, whoever that is. It's probably Xavier. He likes to eat chipmunks.
He don't know how to use his mic for some reason.
What a scumbag.
I know, what a piece of shit.
Oops.
Whoa.
My bad.
You either moved the chair or you just farted. I don't know. Which one of those?
Serious breaking ass.
You what did Cab call one time? Busting ass. You busting ass over here?
Yeah, rip ass, dude.
Think he will hurt himself? I mean, I hope he doesn't hurt himself because I don't want anybody actually hurting themselves over this shit.
Oh no, he's not. He's too self-centered to do that. He's not gonna.
I mean, the guy fucking put on a fucking Sailor Moon outfit or Mercury? Sailor Mercury outfit, and in a suggestive fucking pose. I mean, he's very self-centered.
I mean, that by itself could be like, he's doing a joke. But then the totality of everything, it's like, no, he's a fucking.
I mean, it was one thing he did it for a vid or something like that to start with, right?
Yeah.
But then the whole him just laying there suggestively and shit. It's like, dude, seriously.
Is he gonna turn into what's that League of Legends player that fucking dresses up like a chick? Sneaky?
Might be.
I think it's Sneaky. Yeah. Jared's gonna end up going full cross-dresser.
Mm-hmm. But I just like that whole normal boot statement today. It's like we've known about these allegations since the 4th of April, and
since the Reagan administration.
And today we decided to part ways with Jared for no other reason.
No, my favorite thing about that is that he blocked his wife before he
he blocks his wife before.
That is pure Chad right there. I'm gonna let any potential ladies that are listening that if you get into a relationship with me, when I announce that we're breaking up, I am gonna do it on Twitter and I will block your ass before I do it. Just because you're a bitch. That's all.
After the Pro Jared shit, I wonder who's next. I think Josh was right. I think it's going to be Peanut Butter Gamer. Just for the simple fact his name is Peanut Butter Gamer, and he should have more self-respect for himself than.
What did I say? I said something about it. I said anyone who calls himself Peanut Butter Gamer should immediately kill themselves or something.
Yeah.
That is such. I think I was that Justin Wayne guy on Twitter. He does YouTube videos and shit too. I think he was basically goofing on early 2010s YouTube because that's what these guys are.
Yeah,
and it is so. There's a certain kind of I don't know if you can call it aesthetic or whatever, but it's a certain presentation these guys did. John Chan broke out of that because he's actually entertaining.
Yeah.
He can dance and sing and do skits and shit. He's funny. These other guys are just boring as they the only reason people know that is because they got there first.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Mm-hmm.
They have no staying power. Like fucking what? Angry Video Game Nerd's been doing it for what 15 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still around and he's doing fine.
Yeah, it's funny because I said earlier today, I said we live in a world where Angry Video Game Nerd, who literally his whole shtick was being angry at video games, is the most well-adjusted guy on YouTube.
Yeah, he's like the biggest fucking normie out of all of them.
Yeah, like he's got a wife and a kid, and he just
Yeah.
like
He just
seeing him
does-
like normal James. It's just like he's just a guy. He's just,
Yeah, when he's just James Rolfe, he's just like some douchebag lives in New England or whatever it is.
yeah, and he just like talks about like remember
Movies.
the shit he got for like not wanting to review the new Ghostbusters, and he's like, how dare he?
Oh, you would have thought he fucking committed a hate crime doing it.
Well, remember the hate crime that JonTron committed.
I was about to say, man. The thing is, people keep bringing up like, oh yeah, well, they're defending JonTron, but they're bringing up the shit he said is like, what he said wasn't even remotely objectionable.
Yeah, he just presented it very, very
He
wrong.
just said it really stupid because he's not
he's not a debater. For
he's
one.
not. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's stupid, but he's not like quick on his feet immediately. Like,
And plus, he's like dealing with that manlet destiny, and his whole shtick is to try to like get you flustered.
yeah, he asks stupid questions, and he expects you to answer them seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I would. That's what my thing. Like I've always done. Is like I would just ask him, like, why do you hate the troops, Destiny?
Yeah, that's kind of your go-to. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
If someone's asking me a stupid question or presenting themselves in like a dishonest way, I'm not even gonna like acknowledge you're a real person at that point. I'm just gonna fuck with you.
So I sent James an email about future VO work last year. He's a pretty nice guy. Yeah, I mean every indication I've ever seen about him,
Yeah, I've
very
known,
nice.
or not really known people, but I've talked to people that have like dealt with him before, like personally, professionally, and said, yeah, he's like cool. He's not a dipshit or.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that you might be is like fucking what's his name, Matt Matei.
Oh, Mike Matei.
Mike Matei, motherfucker, Mike. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's not an asshole. He's just
Smarmy.
He's just a more high strung kind of like.
Yeah.
He's more jokey than Normie James.
Yeah. Because I remember he stopped doing like those Cinemassacre reviews. Mike did because I forgot how he put it. It was basically like that he found them boring or something like that. He's like, it's just a bunch of like, bunch of guys talking about movies. And he's like, and I like video games. So
yeah, I don't think Mike. He's more into the video game. James is more into the movies. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
I mean, yeah. James still does Angry Video Game Nerd because that's the gimmick. That's what got him.
Oh yeah, I just watched a new one yesterday.
Yeah, that was a good one too. That was pretty good.
Pepsi Man. That was the funniest shit about that is they got the guy from the fucking Pepsi Man game 30 years later. Years later.
Yeah, coming fucking up. And,
They
that was
come
great.
back to his thing. Yeah, that's great.
And played it off like a fucking Terminator scene and shit. It was pretty good. Yeah, I like Board James. I like it because he turned it into a story.
Yeah, Board James. What was the other guy that hangs around like with him? Is Bootsy?
Yeah,
Bootsy. Bad luck Bootsy.
Yeah, fucking Bootsy.
Yeah, apparently they had a falling out about something.
Oh, that's why he doesn't show up anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he was like going to do like an actual series of beating Battletoads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bootsy was the guy they always went to, and it was like the hardest shit because he was really good.
You remember the AVGN where they were playing? Was it Resident Evil? Was it Survivor?
Yep, and Board James threw him a rocket launcher.
Yeah, the Super Scope 6, but yeah. And like he looks up and he goes, Board James.
Yeah, that was like last month, so I did it 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a while ago.
The green glitch goblin. Yeah, that was pretty good. And if one for of course one for AVGN, we wouldn't have what was Super Mega Death Christ.
That guy is pretty good. You know, one of those kind of guys that sort of I don't get is that what was his name? Pat the SNES Punk. Yeah. I don't get that guy. Does he even do anything anymore? Because I don't see him around ever.
He does. He transitioned from doing regular videos to just doing a podcast and releasing video clips from it online.
So he scaled back, is basically what you're saying.
He's apparently does well enough.
I remember he used to get like porn stars in his videos, so
I mean,
that's pretty crazy.
you think about it, it's not a bad idea. I mean, I think that's what Comic Girl 19 does now.
Yeah, instead of doing like full blown videos.
Yeah, she just like they do a podcast and then take clips from podcasts, and it's
Well,
basically it's almost like making money twice.
She also shows her titty for money, so
well, yeah.
So she's got like a leg up on most people there.
There's who's that one guy, that game historian? He's pretty good, but it's more of like, here's history about stuff, and that's interesting, but it's not like I would call it. It's entertaining in its own way, I guess you could say.
Whatever the fuck happened to that irate gamer guy? Remember him? He was basically just a angry nerd ripoff.
I don't know.
Like literally word for word, he would say the same kind of fucking shit in his videos.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, man, that's some deep lore. Didn't he go fucking crazy and do some shit?
I don't know. I mean, this is like early 2010s YouTube or late 2000s.
Did he pull a spooning? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I thought there was some lore behind him.
Oh, I don't know. I just know he basically dropped off the fucking planet.
Yeah, the knockoff nerd. That's a good.
He was literally. I think what they said behind it is that he basically bought his entire like video game stock of like on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch because people sell that shit all the time. They'll say, "Oh, here's give me $800. I'll give you like 1,000 old ass
Nintendo games." Yeah.
So he'll have them and big Game Boy games and all that shit.
Oh yeah, wait, Cat, we gotta say it right. You get 800 Nintendo tapes.
Yeah, you get the tapes.
Yeah.
Boy, get your video game tape. Let's go.
Yeah.
I gotta go get my beer.
I mean, I remember when I was in high school, because that was like the transition from like Super Nintendo and Genesis to the to the CD base, like the PlayStation 1, Saturn, stuff like that, and people would still call them tapes.
Yeah, there were still Nintendo tapes.
Yeah, they said,
or at least until like 1997 or something.
Yeah, 98, 90. Yeah, because people saw like when there was only CDs, well, there was the Nintendo 64
for the TV game. Yeah, that's
TV games.
TV games.
I got a question. What are the TV games?
I actually looked under the comment section of that video, right?
Yeah,
and someone sort of kind of went into the detail of why they said video, because what they did is they wrote a script in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
And they translated it like literally.
Did a literal translation. Okay.
Yeah. So when they got the American crew to film, the segments and stuff for the Pepsi Man game,
mm-hmm.
they had that already scripted. It's like, whatever, we're getting paid, whatever, how much money. And then the Japanese word for video games is literally TV games. Yeah.
TV games.
TV games. So when they translated the Japanese word for it, they translated to TV games.
I like it.
And no one thought to look. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. You drinking your Pepto Bismol there, buddy?
Yes. Behold the horrors of age.
We apparently have a statement from a Peanut Butter Gamer, like actual statement, not a meme.
That he's a fuckboy.
He goes, "I apologize to anyone hurt by my actions, and I apologize to Jared's wife specifically. I hope that you accept, but I understand perfectly if you don't." But when he lost, I think it was 20,000 subs, he's like, you know what?
Well, he's on the Normal Boots thing as a singing show. There's because what else do they have?
I mean, nothing really.
It's just early 2010s people, and John Chan's twice to 4 times the size of them.
Yeah, you put all their channels together, and he would still be
John Chan's still way over him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like I said, people talk about Peanut Butter Gamer. I was like, the only reason I know about Peanut Butter Gamer is because of JonTron.
Yeah,
because he was in a video. That one video.
He showed up every once in a while in JonTron videos way back in the day. That was about it.
Because he that one time John ran to his house and he said "Can I get you something?" And John goes apples and grapes. And then he was he pulled that shit. It's talking about John, that when that shit happened, he said John was we were never friends.
Yeah.
What?
It's oh, okay, but so he's never friends, and JonTron's got a damn flex tape seal sponsorship going on.
JonTron can drop a video randomly out of nowhere after almost a year of inaction and pull in like 20 million views.
Yeah, he'll still get he's one of those rare people that can still make money on his videos.
So our boy Zach made a video called 12 weirdos on Twitter are holding the entire comic book industry hostage, right?
Yeah.
And he has exactly 12 dislikes.
Wonder who these mysterious people could be.
Yeah.
They know.
Let's see.
Are any of the 12 we actually know, or is it?
I'm sure it's like the usual suspects, quote unquote.
Gail Simone, Mark Waid, and things like that.
I mean, straight up. I mean, we know Renfamous like watches most of these streams because she's obsessed, right? So
it's either that or people like tell her.
I mean, I told this story before. I might as well tell it again. There was people had figured out at one point that Renfamous had figured out when EVS would go to sleep.
Well, I mean, he's the sunbeam and sees her and all that shit.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
And one time, and then the one time I think he deleted his Twitter, right?
Right.
He said it was 5 in the fucking morning, right? He woke up and said, "I'm supposed to delete Twitter for 8 minutes and see what happens," right?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Just like lost her shit like immediately.
Yeah, there was only one person who noticed, and it was her. Nobody else fucking noticed.
No one else noticed, yeah, because no one. I mean,
do you think she has a
alert,
or either an alert or what do you call it?
It's probably one of those Google alert things, like those fucking fuckboys, those Wonder Twins that post under Trump tweets every 5 seconds.
Oh, Krasenstein boys.
Yeah, it's just probably the same like sort of setup that they have.
Mm-hmm. Like that one guy still hasn't deleted his account. He said if Donald Trump Jr. didn't get indicted, he would.
Oh no, he ended up deleting some other account. He said because he's a piece of shit. That's
not what the deal was.
No, well, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. I'm not expecting like liberal pieces of shit to.
Yeah, they put their dicks way too far out there, and they know they can't like retract.
Yeah.
So
what do you think? What do you think of Piper's rendition of your
my boy Zach Pepe Apu edit?
Yeah.
It's come along nicely. Are you gonna put the hand in there?
Nah, it'll cover up area for text.
That's bullshit.
It's like Cav's like, I worked hard on that hand.
No, not really. It was already in the picture.
Oh.
I was trying to put it on like a regular one, but then I was like, it wasn't fitting right, and I was like, fuck it, I'll put it on the smug one because it's funny.
Yeah. I can see Rich. I can see him being a little smug right now. Like,
I would too. He's got made a decent amount of money off of comics. He's doing more comics. His YouTube's doing okay. What else?
12. I love that 12 angry neats. That's good. I like that. 12 angry neats. So we currently got a bid for the painting, $20 from the doctor, and he went to bed. So anybody can outbid him right now, like literally.
Okay. You can just put 21 up and you won.
Yeah.
Unless he's got Google alerts too, I guess. I don't know how it works. I don't pay attention to that shit.
I think Tug did he I think you could check Social Blade, it tells you how many times they tweet, somebody tweets now, because they got like Twitter interaction now and stuff.
Mm.
And it like people like Renfamous, she averages she was before she got yeeted. Like at one point she was averaging 400 tweets a day.
I could pull that sometimes when I'm like if I'm drawing, I'm sitting at my computer.
Yeah, if I'm like something and I'm ramped up about it, I might be able to pull I could probably pull 100 if on a.
Yeah, but I think maybe I'm good for like on a good day, like 200.
Yeah,
because I'll be responding to people or just posting bullshit.
Just fucking around. Yeah,
100.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But here's what things you gotta understand though.
Mm-hmm.
She's profiting off of it in some way. So if I was getting literally paid to tweet, I would have like 5,000 tweets a day.
Yeah,
I'd be like those Chinese guys that get paid a fucking whatever 50 cents worth of per post.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
That's 50 cent art. I'd be doing that shit too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it seems obsessive. Like, oh my god, how can you do? You know, but when you think about it, it's like that's literally her job.
I mean,
She's being egged on to do this. There's some way she's profiting off of it. So
yeah. I mean, the whole thing is like, you know, she's trying to draw attention to whatever she wants the attention to be drawn to, essentially.
hopefully it's not that fucking wig. Because come on,
Yeah, that's true. Pretty bad.
that shit's terrible.
Maybe she wants to draw attention to that book that will make nobody any money.
Right?
Oh yeah, that should have ended already. Let me check.
What do you mean? Every Marvel book?
No, he's talking about that comic book that she, you know.
Has so many people on it that they would only get like
A nickel.
yeah.
Let's see if see what it ended at.
We raised $20,000. Nice. Here's your cut. It's a nickel.
All right.
Pointing out, is this a nickel after printing?
Okay, it got to $33,877.
Wow, did I get like $5 then? Sweet.
Yeah.
Good.
Proud of you guys. You did it.
She's still going to be in the red though after buying that web domain.
Oh God, yeah, damn that dumb bitch, right? Like,
Oh, what you do?
oh, you didn't hear about this? Okay.
Oh man.
Kiwi Farms, as we discussed last night, Kiwi Farms like to fuck with people. You know,
Chaotic neutral, yes.
yeah, chaotic neutral likes to fuck around people. Don't care who it is. There was a thing going around for a while, like people were buying random domains and like making quick little websites, making fun of people like marsgirl.com, saying look at this, look at her arms going to infinity, shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody was going to buy renfamous.com, but they found out it was like $350, right?
All right.
And of course they said they're not going to buy it, so somebody had an idea as a joke. They went and set up a GoFundMe to say, so they could buy the domain, right?
Right.
And then, of course, she got wind of it because that was the plan, right?
Yeah.
And she went and bought it for $350. And
$350.
she literally said $350 well spent. And then everybody was like, "I can't believe she fell for it." And then she's like,
I guarantee you, someone
it's all like, "Oh, I'm not owned," kind of thing. She's like,
Yeah.
they want to act like they didn't want to do anything, but whatever. I got them. It's like, no,
here's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably someone within Kiwi Farms that they know, like around her little circle,
yeah.
and they planted it to her to get her to spend the fucking money on this stupid site for no reason.
There is some in a lot of these circles. There's people in their circles that are fucking with them.
Because we were
Yeah.
talking about the other night, the genesis of all this is goons. Goons will fuck with other goons.
Yeah. You'll think they're best friends and stuff, but like on the slide, they're over here like,
No, goons have no loyalty to anything other than, well,
Yeah.
I mean, being on several pieces of shit nowadays. But
yeah, but they're over there like, while they're like acting like your best friend and stuff, but they're over here like feeding information to your opponent, so it can be funnier,
yeah, fucking goons.
I just want to point out that Tug's he's got 3 hours left on his campaign, and it's at $74,000, and that was like they were launched like virtually on the same day. So
That was always a sore spot for them as well.
yep. Oh, let me see what Vestige is doing. That one really pisses them off. Vestige, that's the war campaigns. Indiegogo. Let me look that up.
While you're looking that up, one thing I'm looking forward to with this whole Pro Jared situation is the next phase of that, because that's coming anytime. His explanation, his attempt to explain away what he did, and that he's not a piece of shit.
Yep.
Which will be fucking hilarious because it will just make him look worse.
I still like the excuse that he apparently his wife explained to him, or she explained that what he gave to her. That is like why. It was this whole, it's for my fans. It's for body positivity.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa, and it worked. I mean, poor wife and everything, but like, you dumb bitch. Come on, really?
Yeah, she actually bought
that shit. But cosplayers are by definition fucking psychopaths. They all are. So it makes sense that he got one over on her because she was predisposed to be believing that kind of dumb shit.
Yeah.
But I think after the whole, because we were shit posting about it in the morning when it was happening, and then I'm like, dude, you can send me titties all you want. I just want to see titties.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bullshit you about it. It's not, people do, but I guess it works for them. So whatever.
Right.
See, Jared is a POS in book. Well, yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say he's not a nice person. And here's something that's really bugging the shit out of me, is that there's a lot of like people like talking about, oh man, if Jared can get these two chicks, one's pretty hot, one's okay, maybe fighting over him, then anyone can get it. It's like, no, you don't understand. He has money.
Yeah.
You could be the ugliest mother. You could look like Pizza the Hut from fucking Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have money, you'll pull an incredible amount of ass.
I mean,
You could be a well-looking, decent, average-looking guy, and no fucking money, or nothing. Nah, you're not. I'm gonna get talked to.
I did last night that she would go for the money.
Oh, any chick. If you talk to any chick and she's been earlier, they'll always, if they have an escape, not even escape plan, but if they have the opportunity to level up to
Mm-hmm.
Trade in for the higher money guy, they'll take it in a heartbeat every time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would trade up once I'm settled.
Well, if you don't remember, during the early mid 2000s, a big fad that was going along with women in their 20s was starter husbands and starter marriages.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Yeah, they would marry dudes at middling jobs or whatever. They're pulling $50,000-$60,000 a year kind of thing. And then and chicks would actively say this is just my first marriage. I intend when I'm in my 30s to marry someone who's pulling in over 100,000 a year. And the thing is, the one thing about that stuff that was funny is when you're in your 30s, you're not going to be pulling dudes with money.
Yeah.
That's not how it works with chicks.
Sometimes
they can always get that 25, 18 year
Right,
whatever.
They can buy the younger model.
Yeah. They can always do that. So that's what the thing about chicks. They don't plan ahead very well.
What's that some women talk about? They call it the wall, where the looks just start going away, essentially.
It's not. See, here's the thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
You get older, some girls, they get older, but they don't necessarily get uglier. They just stop getting better looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the younger chicks are getting better looking. So that's why you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're preferred. Because there's some girls that they actually look better when they the lady that played Dr. Crusher on Star Trek Next Generation.
Gates McFadden.
Yeah, she definitely got better looking as she got older.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
As the series went on, I was like, "Whoa, she's actually hotter than everyone else."
And the woman who played Deanna Troy, the opposite happened.
Oh, she turned into a
cave troll.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't bad looking, and she's not terrible looking now. But it's whoa, it's a big difference.
Yeah, and plus she's got a bad attitude usually too. So it's
oh well, yeah. I like Gates McFadden though, because you never hear shit from her ever.
Yeah,
she doesn't want. She just does it because she's like a dance choreographer. I think that's what she is.
Yeah,
and it's like a real job.
Yeah, but it's the other one, the one who plays Deanna. I've heard I've seen be at cons and stuff like that. And she's just bad mouthing the shit out of these people, and they're cheering because they're all idiots. They're like, yeah, stomp on my nuts, mommy, kind of thing.
Well, yeah. See, there's a subsection. I won't even say subsection. Because maybe the majority of Star Trek guys are in Star Trek, or they're all everyone's the fucking Star Trek nerds. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everyone is a giant nerd that's into Star Trek. Yeah. But you break that down even further. There's some of them that are such just beta lords that'll anything you throw at them, they're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm a piece of shit. Let me grovel before you, kind of bullshit. Yeah, de-unify. Waifus are forever. Basically, yeah.
Because I saw one where she was bad mouthing everybody, and then she asked anybody got a phone that does recording? And they a lot of people would say yeah, and she said turn them off.
Wow.
And of course, they immediately was yes, Effendi, kind of thing,
Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know. I like Star Trek and everything, but I wouldn't if Patrick Stewart came he seems like a chill dude,
mm-hmm.
But he came and started trying to be bullshit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bald mouth, smack you.
Yeah. Look here,
I don't care that you're part of my childhood. Yeah.
Look at you, British cuck. What do you think you?
Yeah, I'll put you in the ground, you limey son of a bitch. I got 40 on it, or you got 40 on me. Get out of here.
It's like I mean, oh yeah. Speaking of, did you hear about the Florida man who like had stolen a piece of Stonehenge and gave it back recently?
He was preserving heritage.
Yeah.
It wasn't being malicious. That's
Apparently, it was like, well, the thing is,
so good.
the key thing is he was a British man, right? And what they were doing, apparently, they were putting putting steel rods into Stonehenge to stabilize it, make sure it doesn't fall over and shit like that.
Right.
Essentially that made like cores, like core samples and things like that. And the idea was they were going to study those core samples, but my man just like took it and he moved to Florida.
Going to study it at the University of Miami. It's okay.
Yeah. And he's like, I think it was like he finally gave it back.
Well, they probably made it like, look, dude, we won't press charges or anything. Just give it back. We'll let it all slide. It's like, all right, whatever.
The University of Phoenix, Miami.
Yeah.
The Miami branch. I mean, is that a scam?
What, University of Phoenix?
Yeah, would you call it a scam? I mean, I see it advertised all the fucking time, but
I don't think anyone. If you have University of Phoenix in your your resume, I don't think you're getting hired by anyone.
Yeah, basically, it's not very accredited anywhere.
Yeah.
There was another one that was even worse. And
That was the DeVry?
No, it was like University of Maryland College.
oh, it makes it sound like it's the official University of Maryland, but it's actually Maryland College.
No, that was their whole name. It was University of Maryland College.
Yeah.
I'm like, all it needs is just another university. It just somehow they were accredited enough that you could do GI Bill classes through them, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them do. Is they get like people with GI or like Pell Grants or something, and they get them to give it all their money, and then they go through these things and they get issued a worthless piece of paper at the end. So.
Yep.
I said, "What?" I know some people, and I said, "Okay, you get one if you get an online course, and you might be iffy on your job, perspective and stuff like that. Do all the coursework and stuff, and then transfer your credits to an actual university."
That's if you can. A lot of them won't take it.
The thing is,
Some
they won't count them as real credits.
Because I saw like it was one person who like I forgot what it, but they were doing them online and they transferred them to like I don't know. I'll just say, I mean they're not like going to like Harvard or anything like that. But if they could get like if they're doing University of Phoenix and then they could say, oh, I graduated from Florida State. That looks better on an application than you know what I mean. So
they should just go to a normal community college and do that. Then that's what they're for.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if anyone's thinking about go community college is like infinitely better than those other ones. Because most community colleges have deals with the local universities.
Yeah.
That they sort of funnel students to them. Xavier, you're gonna have to hit the mute button on that mic. Come on, man. You're fucking killing me with this shit.
I'm fucking dying, man.
Look.
We're all dying slowly. But
yeah, we're all dying some way. You just like do it quieter.
We're all dying in some way, but we will all meet Jesus one day.
Let's see. What is James? Is it whatever that one girl from Babylon? Which girl? There's like a couple of them. They're kind of like pretty all right.
Delenn?
She was kind of milfy.
Yeah.
And like a weird, because she's like what, like Croatian or something. She has like a weird thing going on.
I really want to. Have you seen the thing going around the documentary about Deep Space Nine? It's called What We Left Behind or something like that. It's basically they're talking about how essentially how Deep Space Nine was like the rebel Star Trek series.
Yeah, it's the odd man out.
Yeah, and how it was so good and everything. And they've like actually taken scenes from the show and like remastered them and stuff. And they had to do another round of crowdfunding to be able to afford it and stuff, but they did it relatively good. And I was like, it's funny to me how they taken DVD copies where all I ever heard was like, after all the money CBS spent for the remaster of Next Generation and the original series, that there's no way they're going to do another series like that because it costs too much money.
Right.
I said, but these brothers did it on like a shoestring budget and made theirs look like shit. So,
Yeah, well, that's because Paramount, because they've like what 10, 20 years ago, their entire meal ticket was Star Trek, and then they fucking ran it into the ground.
yeah.
And so there's not worth it to make put any money in. Like, that's what they're doing that Star Trek Discovery. No one fucking cares about that. No one's watching that. It's gonna be gone in like a year or two.
Yeah.
Well, that's also part of the reason why they were throwing such a shit fit over Axanar. The fact was, fucking J.J. Abrams sitting here spending, hundreds of millions of dollars on special effects. These guys got like a couple $100,000, and their shit looks better.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I think the Star Trek movie, those were probably, you could call them cash grabs. I think they were like, oh man, we get this IP, we need to do something with it. Sitting here, wasting money on it.
Yeah.
So let's make these movies that'll go positive, especially international markets, because they'll watch any fucking thing Americans throw at them.
Mm-hmm.
And but no one, like, the Star Trek brand is not better shape than it was 5 years ago.
Mm-mm. It's funny to me because J.J. Abrams directed Star Trek. When they did their old reboot thing, he directed Star Trek because his dream was always to direct Star Wars, but at the time it looked like that was never going to happen because George Lucas wasn't at the time, he hadn't sold it to Disney and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? So he did the Star Trek, and he basically made Star Trek Star Wars.
Yeah, he was trying to super actiony, and it's like, that's not what Star Trek's about, man. Mm-hmm. That's why Star Trek movies are kind of hit. That's why they're always every even number one's the good ones.
Even number ones are the good ones, yeah.
Because they're kind of hit or miss usually.
Because and then of course he gets to do Star Wars, and it's like, wow, it's the same fucking movie.
You could probably, people will probably say the Star Trek movies are better than the new Star Wars ones.
Mm-hmm. CBS needs to be put down. I agree.
I don't know if you guys have watched them or not, but Midnight's Edge has done like a lot of extensive coverage over the new Star Trek universe and all the fucking franchise shit and licensing issues to go on. I definitely recommend checking those out. Give them a sub.
What are they called?
Midnight's Edge.
That's what it sounds like when I got my pants off at midnight.
Dimension for Fun in the chat says Star Trek is lame. You're right. It is very lame. But,
it didn't used to be.
Yeah.
No, it was always for like fucking nerds. Like it's.
But we're basically admitting our nerditude here. In all honesty,
yeah, that's one of the things back in the day. Like, I'll fully admit, I was a Chad, but I had to hide my power levels because I still like Star Trek, and I had video.
Yeah, nobody needed to know about your Star Trek.
No one knew about I could tell you all the designations of these fucking ships that showed up in the show or something.
Yeah,
but later on, then I just lost it. I don't give a shit anymore because I'm too old. I don't fucking care. But yeah, Star Trek is definitely for nerds, and I actually have a comm badge somewhere in my house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's like a little pin. I don't know where it is. It's hiding around somewhere.
Is it a TNG comm badge?
Yeah, it's the one with the oval kind of backdrop on it.
Yeah.
It's the one you'd see on a first 7 years of the Enterprise. The not Enterprise, but
TNG.
TNG, yeah.
I decided I want to make some people mad, so I'd like to remind everybody that Star Trek Voyager contains the following line: "There's coffee in that nebula."
Yeah. See, Voyager's weird. Voyager is one of those things, the entire series was bad. It had a couple good episodes, but for the most part, it was just a bad series.
Yep.
But it's very watchable.
It's like one of the it's
entertaining.
You can throw it on in the background, and it's like
you don't have to watch it. Like Deep Space Nine, you want to get into it because it's got the whole story arc, and you got to pay attention to all these characters, and Avery Brooks wilding out.
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
Senator Fun said, except DS9, that's the only good one. See, that's a good man right there.
You're still well, you said lame, and that's right. You didn't say bad, so
yeah, he said lame.
No, yeah, Deep Space Nine, you could get normies to watch that because there's more action in it and stuff than normal Star Trek shows.
I don't remember that.
Because you only watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, you only watched it because the first 2 seasons were fucking for the nerds, and then they realized, oh wait, we gotta switch up a little bit.
The first 2 seasons were literally just recycled TNG episodes.
Yeah, they just weren't flying around in space. They were floating above a planet.
Yeah.
And the Cisco became Black Space Jesus.
Yep.
Well, that was like the first episode he did that. So
it wasn't until he got his intergalactic pimp hand that it really got.
He ascended.
He got that. He got that fucking when he got the Defiant. That was it.
Yeah. Well, that was when shit started getting heavy. Like season 3, they get the Defiant.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it was a big deal, I was like, oh, it blew up. And then they took what was it, Sao Paulo. Then they made that the new Defiant. They renamed it.
Yeah, so, I mean, come on. The name Defiant is just a good fucking name. Like, yeah. Like,
well, that's an old ass because a lot of you'll notice a lot of the major ships in Star Trek, they don't have like the Yorktown is not. It is sort of a major ship, but it's not like the main ones you'll see a lot.
Okay. The minute for fun, I'm actually trying to trigger Optimus, but apparently I don't have the correct info. Like, how long have you been watching? You know that DS9 you should know DS9 is my favorite Star Trek series.
Come on, dude.
I mean, 80% of the people in here, that's probably their favorite Star Trek series. Piper is a degenerate, so
they were using fucking refits of the Nebula cruiser for like ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the names though, the Enterprise, the Defiant, the Excalibur, those are old like British and American Navy names.
Yeah,
and so that's what they stuck with them because that's more punchy. It's like more like hard-hitting shit.
Enterprise was like our first, like the United States, like our first like warship.
Well, it was a Constitution. There's one of those in Star Trek also. It's
yeah, because I was talking about the USS Constitution.
Yeah.
There's always a ship named after the class.
Yeah.
Or like, what's the new Enterprise? It's the class is the Sovereign class.
Yeah, that was
Sovereign is an old British Navy ship name.
I believe that. I think the Sovereign. It was called USS Sovereign, but because D blew up, got destroyed.
They renamed Sovereign to D.
Just like how Sao Paulo got the special dispensation. It got So basically, Picard got a brand new fucking ship with like somebody said, essentially the first designed warship.
Yeah. That's a fucking thing too. It always pisses me off. It's like, oh, we're this outfit that has military training, and we protect the territory, and we secure borders and do missions, but we're not a military.
We're a science.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Well, in the story when Generations takes place and the D blows up, isn't that right in the middle of the Dominion War?
Yeah, it's a couple years into it. It's
so.
Yeah, they started.
Wait. You're talking about
battleships? Yeah.
You talking about when D blew up, or when D blew up? It was right before the Dominion War. It was like getting ready to pop.
With, like Borg shit though, so they were in the process of like, all right, guys, we need real actual battleships now.
Yeah, it was a twofold thing. The battleship.
They already had the Defiant.
The
Defiant was like the first sort of kind of like pure offensive ship that they came up with.
Yeah, even though what do they classify it as a?
It's a frigate.
But they classified it as escort.
Escort frigate, yeah, that's what it is.
Escort frigate, yeah. So because like one of the videos I watched, we can't call it a warship,
Yeah, no, God forbid we make a ship designed to kill your enemies. That
I like the idea of the Defiant. What they said, the Defiant was only supposed to be like one in like a fucking like wing.
It'd be like a wolf pack.
Yeah, it was gonna be like 10 or 12 of them, and they like jumping on a Borg cube and just like bust it up and then go to the next one, kind of thing.
Well, they did make a whole bunch more, so
Piper just had a look. What the? I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna fucking screen cap that shit. That was just that look.
I regret to inform everybody that I have developed Parkinson's disease during the stream.
I just remember that episode of DS9 where they first start fighting the Jem'Hadar, and they've got that Galaxy class ship. Which looks like the Enterprise D. And their shields just get melted like instantly, and they blow up.
Yeah,
it's like we just hung out with one of those for like 7-8 years, man, and it's fucking gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that was they're trying to make the point like, oh, these dudes are hardcore. That's why they gotta like make actual battleships now.
The big boys in space.
The lame ass Miranda was a frigate. Yeah, I hated that class of shit. That was the one in Star Trek 2 that
Yeah.
the Miranda, because that one showed up all the fucking time. It looks stupid.
It still shows up
It
because
still shows
apparently
up. Yeah, it's like a 150-year-old ship, but it's still used. It's like, come on, man.
Well, what's that one? What is that one that like everybody makes fun of?
Oberth.
The Oberth class, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a science. That's actual like a legit science vessel.
It like literally has nothing to defend
It's
itself.
just it's just for fucking nerds. That's all it is. Do you think anyone bought models of that crap?
Oh yeah, somebody did.
Probably someone bought it. I think they had like model fights, and that's the one that ate shit immediately.
God, I'm trying to get this picture of Piper, but it keeps getting. It's like one of those like it's a frame in a frame kind of thing. It's like just in between frame because she does the look so quick, you know, like what the fuck's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, Piper. Men are talking.
She trying to while out here? Is that what I'm understanding? She's trying to.
Oh, we got to put her in her place sometimes.
Can't let women run all over you guys. Come on.
Let's see. We're talking about Star Trek, and most Star Trek dudes are like fucking beta as hell. I was like, no, you know what? No, shut up, bitch.
We're fucking trash.
Yeah, we're Star Trek trad chads.
They need some Star Trek trad wives.
Oh god. Yeah, straight up, the chicks that are into Star Trek are like fucking insane.
Yeah.
You'll meet them every once, like I don't know, in a gaggle of people of Star Trek people.
Mhm.
About 2 out of every 10 are probably chicks.
Yeah.
And they're the fucking most unbearable ones in the entire group. Like the worst you got to deal with the dudes usually is like maybe they smell.
Yeah.
But the girls, they will definitely smell like cat piss.
Wow, thanks.
I wish Turbo was still
saying.
here. I wish Turbo was still here. He could tell that story about that what the anime club at his at college.
Oh.
He's got guys. It's the funniest setup too. He explains the whole thing and then how it ends, and it just ends on a like what? That's it kind of thing. So essentially, I'll try to tell a story. I don't do it justice because Turbo has a better delivery on it. But so Turbo they had an anime club, and they always hung out in one part of, like it was like the cafeteria where they hung out, and they're always there. They never moved and stuff like that. So he said one day I went walking by them, and they smelled like shit.
Right.
And that's the end.
And here's the funny thing about like the Star Trek girls that smell like cat piss usually.
Yeah.
Is that you got a 50-50 chance of them actually being kind of hot.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just fucking insane psychos and they smell like cat piss. So it's like, oh god, what am I doing?
Oh no.
Get me out of here.
Oh no, it's a crazy cat lady. Get
Piper,
me
you're
out.
not a Star Trek fan. You don't like DS9.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'm still a Star Trek fan. I'm just not a DS9 fan.
Do you smell like cat piss?
Then you're not a Star Trek fan.
Yeah, then you're not a female Star Trek fan. Don't worry about it.
So does that make her a male Star Trek fan?
No, that makes her just a fucking dork.
Nerd.
Exactly. Nerd.
Jesus. I'm guessing you're doing some of that there detail work.
Yeah.
I know
Parkinson's kicked in, so I had to really turn it.
the Virgin is strong on 0.5 tonight. I mean,
Why? Because I'm talking shit about female Star Trek fans.
I was pretty sure Reliant was a Miranda.
Considering I've definitely been laid.
All right, let's see which nerd like comes up with the correct answer here. It's like I was pretty sure the Reliant was a Miranda class. The previous model was the Soyuz class USS Bozeman.
It's kind of iffy on all that shit because they used the same model. They just did they stuck pieces onto it to make it a different ship sometimes, or make it a different class of ship. So
and there was something about wasn't like the Bozeman that was in some episode.
That was the one that had Kelsey Grammer. He was a captain of it. Remember, there was some kind of weird time loop. And
yeah,
they kept
yeah.
running
They kept
into
running
the
into
damn
like
thing, but then they finally figured it out, and then that ship had been going through the time loop for like 70 years.
yeah.
And it was wearing the old uniforms, and they're like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, Yellow Lantern sent me a thing on Twitter. It's the Virgin Picard and the Chad Cisco.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that picture. Yeah. I know what you're talking
So
about.
I'm going to read these. Okay, for the Virgin Picard, met Q, quoted Shakespeare. Q bothered him every week. The Federation's errand boy commanded a glorified colony ship with families on it. Was destroyed by was destroyed by an 80-year-old vessel. Yeah, it was. That was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it got wrecked by a Klingon ship. Come on.
yeah. That should have had no chance.
Yeah, that was older than anyone on the ship.
Yeah, if it had a blade of armor, it'd been all right.
Oh yeah.
And admitted to the Klingons and the Romulans that the Federation illegally developed transphasic cloaking. Was assigned to patrol the border during the Dominion War.
Yeah. They kept them out of
You're
the
the
fight.
fucking flagship of the Federation, and you're border patrols.
Yeah, the only time it ever got into action was like off screen. They would be like, the task force led by the Enterprise E or something.
Yeah, denied godhood and worship from proto Vulcans. Hated children. Couldn't fight a clone of himself. Became a shitty Borg drone. Couldn't fuck Dr. Crusher even when she was horny and seducing him. Let Borg get in the way. Okay, now for the Chad Cisco. Met Q and punched him in the face. Q never bothered him again. The emissary of the prophets. Requested cloaking technology from the Romulans, and they obliged.
Not only that, after he kicked them off their ship.
Yeah, a commanded a warship that he personally designed with only the essentials on board. Was considered a deity to the Bajoran people. Was the central figure of the Dominion War. Loved children. Was a family man. Killed the personification of evil. Became an eternal, non-corporeal being. Got remarried while he was fighting in the war. Lied, cheated, and killed to save the Alpha Quadrant. I mean, that's
Yeah.
And he could live with that.
Computer, delete entry.
Delete that entire personal log. Computer.
I taught anyone that talks about Star Trek longer than 10 minutes, you can thank my brother. Yeah. The thing is, here's the thing though. The reason people can talk longer than 10 minutes about Star Trek is because there's almost 70 years of material.
Yeah.
So, or 60 years of material.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fucking. There's what 10 movies, 12 movies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good shit
1,000 episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shit there. There's a lot of shit that's watchable.
Yep.
And even the bad shit is kind of fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it's something that's been going on that long, and and at one point, like Star Trek, like nowadays it's not so much, but years ago it was like a cultural thing. Like how people talk about Harry Potter all the fucking time or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek was on that level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much anymore because Paramount and CBS.
I don't think people realize like how much of a there was an actual rivalry, actual fights would happen like Star Trek and Star Wars.
Star Trek and Star Wars. Here's the thing too. The whole convention scene.
Yeah.
That started with Star Trek people, or it got big because of them. They weren't the first ones, but they're the ones that actually the fans got together and then corporations got together and did the whole going to fucking the convention center and dressing up like a dumbass character from whatever and meeting people and buying merch and all that shit.
I remember, was it? I think it was. Oh yeah, it was Conan O'Brien when I think it was when Phantom Menace was coming out. People were standing in line for days to see that movie. Boy, were they disappointed. So he started this thing where he was just trying to troll the lines. He would go he had it's when Triumph was on Conan, right? So he would just have Triumph go there and try to insult them and make them mad and all that shit. And then fucking at one point Conan said, "All right, someone had to pull out the big guns." So he had a guy dress up like Spock and walk through the line and just give everybody the middle finger.
Is Optimus is the true Star Trek fan. He boldly goes where nobody has gone before. A date with Infamous.
That would never. That would be
it's not so much the way she looks because I don't really care, but it's her entire attitude. I would not bang Infamous.
Yeah.
And my standards are pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
And I would not go near that. Like if she wasn't a massive piece of shit, then it was like, yeah, sure, hit me up, baby. But other than no.
ABB.
Let me get some suck BB.
Yeah. Ma'am, please fill my coochie cup.
Let's see what does it say. Andre Carr, he says, Viacom split became CBS to do Viacom. New Viacom are the ones that love Star Trek, but CBS got the rights. They're the ones that hate it and didn't want it. Yeah, there's a lot of weird like corporate politics going on with that shit. Like there's some people that fucking love it, and you'll have like the show writers and stuff. They used to fight all the time with their higher ups about like getting shit in the show and the budgets and things like that. And because the top guys, even though they were making a fucking ton of money, their ratings were very good. It was a syndicated show. It wasn't on a network.
Yeah.
Xavier, you gotta chill out with that, man. Come on.
Yeah, sounds like you're
Fucking wrestling over there.
Over there, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But they would also. It was a syndicated show, so stations and networks would bid on like, here, I'll give you this $500 million syndication deal to put your show on my series of stations or whatever. So they made a lot of fucking money on that show.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the budget for that show, like Star Trek Next Generation, it was like with the first show to ever hit $1 million per episode.
Yep.
And that was because of, the sets and the cast. They could pull in that kind of money, and they paid it because it was worth it. They were making the advertisers because it was a fairly family friendly show. You could advertise any fucking thing you wanted to on that. Yeah.
And I'm going to correct everybody. I'll correct Mata in the chat. He says this stream won't go on for 4 hours. Said almost 4 hours ago. It was 3 hours and 15 minutes ago. You jackass.
Here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I've only been here like 40 minutes, so
yeah, it's like
it doesn't even count.
We started at 9:30. I don't know what.
I literally woke up at like 11:40 or something because I didn't go to sleep till way later.
I've been running around all day. Had to.
Look, but sometimes people got shit to do. Things don't always happen on time. You're just gonna have to deal with it, man.
Yeah.
Just
the idea was like my original idea was just to have Piper just start painting before we even got started, so she would be like in the process,
And getting Piper to do anything is like hurting cats. So that's really.
See, I made a good point tonight. She tried to say like, "Oh, we're late because of me,"
Well, that's like.
And I said, if I'm the host of the show and I decide when we go on, then I'm never late.
If Jay Leno doesn't show up to the Tonight Show, is it his fault?
Yeah,
it is. So.
Yeah.
But I show up.
Yeah, but that's well. If he shows up late or whatever, it's your fault, dude.
No, it isn't. I decide.
Look.
No. I decide when we go live, and if I decide when I show up and we go live, then that means I'm right. I'm always on time.
You're terrible. The buck stops here, dude.
I'm not the president, so fuck you.
You're the president of Graded Point 5. Or do you want me to usurp you and declare this a free republic where we have no?
Not everybody else has at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
and so Cap slayed the God King Optimus.
Dude, you realize it's taken like 5 months for people to acknowledge me.
This is my show for a long time.
Yeah.
What you need to do is threaten to flash sack, dude, like I do every episode.
I mean, I like fucking.
I mean, what the side effect is, you'll get thirsty gays in your DMs, but like, you just have to deal with it. I get more than just monkey. Trust me.
I like how you see thirsty gays, and I immediately go to monkey. Monkey needs to calm down.
That is some bad news. He's going through his goth phase.
Who is?
Dick.
Oh wow.
Who's got what?
Is that eyeshadow?
Oh, that yeah.
Wait, let's see
dude, yeah. If you want to make it even, if you want to do the goth thing, give him some like wings on his eyes.
Kind of does have one.
Yeah,
that's a trick I do whenever I'm drawing like traps and shit. The way you want to make it, the face, if you want to make it more like girly, you give it wings, and it always works.
Like Red Bull.
Yeah. I draw Red Bulls on their face.
But yeah, no, all the lining ended up way thicker than on the run from this one because
I like the detail though.
my hand and it won't be still.
I like it. I think it looks good.
What's the bids at right now?
$20 for the painting, and I think you're the high bid for the bottom text. So, and
What's the bottom text going to be? Yeah, that was a bad idea.
oh, fuck,
Top text $5.
top text for $5 was yeah, it's a bad idea.
Nice.
And fucking Xavier has "fuck you Yankee Blue Jeans."
Fuck you, Yankee.
Yeah. So here we got I guess you could say nigh-complete,
Semi-complete.
semi-complete Dickie Meyer here. I used the reference term there. I'm sorry, people. But you would always call him Dickie Myers. Like that's I owned him.
I called him Dick. Get it?
Yeah, because his name is Richard, and
he's a 40-year-old motherfucker who's never heard that, and his name is Richard ever before. Come on.
yeah, he's never ever heard that before. He's also been in the military.
Yeah, he fought wars, and
I think Xavier can attest that like people in the military call you a dick just as a as a greeting. Hey, Dick.
something good.
I was about to tell Mata the exact same thing Demented just wrote, word for word.
Okay, I didn't buy a dirty video. Please tell me that that's no longer an option. Dirty videos are always available. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
Word
man. Whoa now. Look, Mata, if you want to shoot her like $20 or $30, she'll get you some videos. It's
Yeah.
okay, man.
Yeah, Mata feels like a dirty man if he
It's okay to be. It's okay to be dirty, man.
It was dirty if he donates at all, apparently.
It's
It's not even. No, look. I'll be like, look. I would motorboat Piper's titties. That's not dirty. That's just real.
It's just real life. Yeah.
It's okay, Mata. It's okay to want to do that.
Oh, so Piper, I wanted to tell you, I've been sharing with my mom some of your health issues. You know, did you
Yeah.
talk about? And-
Mouth syndrome.
And she came up earlier, and she was like, "Who's that?" And I said, "That's the person I was telling you about." She goes, "Oh, I feel so sorry for her." No, just literally just for what you go through, because she knows the feel, But
Okay.
it wasn't like because you looked weird or anything like that.
Your mom was dunking on me.
But I did laugh because I was thinking the same thing. Did my mom just dunk on Piper? Doesn't even know this woman. What the hell's going on?
Super savage on Piper.
That's messed
I mean, if you want, let's be honest. If you want super savage, just get an old person to fucking talk about something.
Yeah.
Why are we gonna have to private the stream? She ain't naked.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I mean, when we move it over to Pornhub, that'll be
Yeah,
fine.
when we do the Pornhub one, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, guys, I'm calling it a night. Let me know if I win.
All right, see you, buddy.
There.
The picture's like done other than the text. So the bidding's gotta like finish, I guess.
Well, I mean, if the doctor wins, he'll kick in the shipping at least. So
Will he?
it's him. He'll do it. You just talk to him, ask him about it. He'll.
Well,
Probably,
I thought the deal would be that you win the picture plus you got to pay for shipping.
that's kind of the rule. Yeah.
That's sort of the rule, right? I mean, so
Okay.
it's like
I'm not saying
20
it-
plus 5 or 10 or whatever the shipping would be on it.
I'm just saying, knowing him, he seemed he would have no problem. I think he even said last week if he had won, he would have kicked in shipping. So it does look good.
Yeah,
So-
'cause okay. Then yeah, we've got
I guess we should say a final call. If anybody actually wants to bid on it, then
and choose
Cool.
the text.
yeah, choose the text. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it's 1 o'clock coming up, so
Yeah, so-
we'll cut it off at 1, I guess maybe.
You say 5. Yeah. So yeah,
About
you
5 or 6 minutes.
I got 6 minutes. Anybody who actually wants to bid, like for real, and not be stupid. So bottom text currently. Oh yeah, and by the way, no middling penny amounts or anything like that.
Gotta be
dollars.
the increments have to be $1 doll hair.
Yeah, not $1.69. I know y'all like to be funny, but I'm gonna.
Now, if you want to bet
You're
69,
on Jeopardy now. I can't let you put 69.
if you do that, well, I'll give you a nice.
Yeah, we'll call you a nice.
You'll be the official graded 0.5 nice person. I'll give you my title because I'm using. Well, we're on Hangouts right now, so it didn't work. But
yeah, I wouldn't want to steal from Doc. No, steal from Doc. He wants to be stolen from. He said like if I win, let me know. But if I get outbid, okay.
Straight up cuck him.
So what?
Cuck him.
Yeah.
Be a painting cuck.
Yeah. yeah. Cuck. Everybody cuck the doctor. That's what we want. Cuck the doctor. You have 5 minutes to cuck him out of this.
Play Zackpu. I'll fix it a little bit.
I'm gonna get Piper on fucking EVS stream and let her do this, and I guarantee you those people would pay more money.
Probably big rollers on that one.
I mean, he had one night he put up a original Cyberfrog that somebody bid $3,000 on.
Jesus.
Yeah. For
a comic that you could probably get on eBay for like what, 25 maybe?
I mean, it was original print from him, so it was like original art.
Oh, he was gonna like sign it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's still a bit much, but
I don't want the painting. I don't want the painting, and the options will make me leap off a cliff. What? Okay, dude. What? This? All right. I don't know if you've been watching for the last 3 hours, but she didn't paint this with her titties.
I mean, her titties were like in the room, but that's
if I did, then that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if she could do that kind of detail with her boobies, that would be. She's a fucking font at that point. Like,
he's super impressive.
Yeah, she'd be doing Donald Trump's presidential portrait.
I did the Brock one where he had sperm on his head.
But there is a booby picture painting that is gonna go to Yellow Flash. Y'all can bid on what I try to paint for him.
I gave my recommendation. Well, if you don't want the painting, then you don't have to keep fucking telling us. I'm not trying to be ugly here, but
what?
I was telling Mata, I said if you don't want the painting, then you don't have to keep telling us. It's fine. We understand. We still love you.
It's okay, Mata.
Yeah.
You just don't want it. It's like, okay, well, all right.
Yeah, you don't want it. Cool. You don't have to tell us.
Good for Texan.
Yeah, next week, Piper's going to draw the entire state of Texas. That'll
be life size.
Yeah, life size. You got to put like free what are those easels together?
Like 900 million of them. And
yeah. I want a 1-to-1 ratio drawing of Texas. We should do that poll thing that Xavier had. That was a good idea.
What?
Yeah.
He said to do a poll like 2 days before, like doing one of the paint streams, is like give options of like what she would like to paint.
Oh, you get like 4 or 5 of them, or
yeah.
On Twitter. Like,
no, we were thinking about using straw poll because you can
straw poll. You can put like a million options there.
Yeah, and just let it run for a couple days and
But let them be memes still.
The bottom is at what, $7, right? Yeah, $7, and if the text is right currently, fuck you, Yankee Blue Jeans. You have 2 minutes to decide if you want to bid on it.
Yeah,
Xavier is asleep, so
you can cut Xavier too for the top.
Yeah, I don't know who has top text.
I think Xavier.
Top text at $5.
Yeah, he said that's a bad idea, right?
You got to have that. I don't care. I mean, I would. Yeah. I think I would just like overrule anybody who wants to change that. It's like, nah, you're not changing that. Like. That's like I need to make. I need to avoid making myself look stupid on the stream. It seems like the more I try, the dumber I look. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little secret that I learned a long time ago. Don't even try.
Mata, here's this. Yeah, he's exactly right about the secret. It's like, don't worry about it. That's the secret.
The secret is just be you, and if something dumb happens, play it off. It's like, I got
my dick popped out of my pants.
I like how yours always goes to the.
It does because I wear basketball shorts, so they pop out.
15 confirmed bottom. Doc blocked.
Doc blocked. All right, good.
Well, that's Xavier. You blocked.
Oh no, Xavier has the top, right?
Yeah. No, Xavier has the bottom. He had "fuck you, Yankee Blue Jeans."
Oh, okay, who's got the top?
I don't know who has the top.
Demented already has the top at $5.
Who has the top?
Demented.
Demented. Okay, so he has the top, so he's going to get the top and the bottom.
Oh,
He's taking them both. Okay, well, it's 1:00 now, so it's over.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to sneak in something real quick, but it's
I mean, if you, okay, I'll leave it open for like another minute.
Do a countdown or something.
How about another 5? I'll give another 5 minutes since it's been kind of weird
What
rambling.
is the actual painting at? 20?
Okay, 25 confirmed for painting. Okay, so
so Minnie's running the fucking board on this one.
Oh wow, he just customizing it for himself, and
So he's got the top for what, 5, and then he's got the bottom for 15, and now he's got the painting for 25. So that's $45 right there.
he's at $45 right now. So
Yeah.
Um,
And he wants the bottom text, Doc Black.
what is the? I want to know what his bottom text is. That'd be.
is it what top blocked?
Yeah, Doc Black is the bottom text. What do you want? What is?
Oh, okay.
Doc Black
That would be pretty funny. I guess his top text is still going to be, yeah, it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
So he wants it all. He wants that and the painting. Although I think it's funny that Yellow Lantern's going to get a painting that he didn't had no choice on what goes on the.
Hey, he knew the rules going into it, so just got to deal with it.
He said the only way he couldn't display it is like somebody had put somebody wanted to put Hail Hitler.
Yeah, Sprout wanted to put Hitler did nothing wrong because we were all
Nothing wrong on the thing. Well, he was the one doing like 1469. I was like, you need to stop that shit. Even I said, like
he would have bid today possibly, but he went to go see Detective Pikachu. He says 11 out of 10, by the way, for Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
And Yellow Lantern says, "I don't care. I think it's fucking awesome." Hey, Yellow Lantern, you want to get in on this? I mean, you want another? You want to? If you got Renpoo, you got to have Zackpu to go with it, man. It's just like
it's like those Andy Warhol pictures that are like a pair.
Yeah,
he's got like a series of them or something.
In fact, the way she's designed it, they can stare at each other. That's because Renpoo is facing one way and he's facing the other, so it's fucking. Oh, he's out of work. Well, you ain't got no money. I'm sorry. That just sucks ass too.
That feel win.
$50 for antibiotics. Yeah, that'll fuck good.
Yeah, not only $50 for antibiotics, and then $50 to feel like absolute shit when you take them.
Yeah.
So it's a good time all around.
I remember, I think I was like 15, 16 one time. I had what do you call it? I had bronchitis. And it somehow like reversed puberty because I was like talking like a child again. Wrecked my voice so hard. It's like, I can't talk.
The big problem with antibiotics is they give you the diarrhea.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
Antibiotics usually give me the other way around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a dog set a dog about a month or so ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on antibiotics for some kind of stomach thing. That dog, I only had it for 2 days. It was a weekend. Duked everywhere. On my fucking carpet, on my bed.
Wow.
Yeah. So antibiotics are like they go a little harder on dogs because of their systems, but they do the same thing to people basically.
It's like it's funny, because dogs like 9 times out of 10, you go get them like their shots and stuff. They're probably going to puke.
Yeah.
So.
You don't pay for booze pay for you. I don't know, man. You're paying for booze one way or the other. That's just how life is.
Look, a Sprout popped in. He said, "This isn't about me. Not important. Sad." he's right here.
He made it home.
He's coming in hard. He's like, all right. Well, I mean,
was he the one that had the bid first?
No, he's the one that was like something 69. I was like, dude.
The one that was trying to put Hitler did nothing wrong on the infamous.
Oh. I mean, if you want to bid $69 for it, then
yeah. If you want to do $69, then that's even.
You can have
Detective Pikachu, by the way, 11 out of 10. Oh, I think it's good. That's fine. Better than Endgame.
They'll do last call. The paintings at 25.
Yeah, the painting's at 25. The
top
text
is at 5.
The top text is at 5.
and then the bottom text is 15. So it's
and all
45
for
total.
the minute for fun. It is 1:04 a.m. at the moment. When it clicks over to 1:05, the bidding is officially over.
Yeah. So he looks like he's going to run the board. He's going to get everything for $45.
And it is now 1:05, so it is over.
Ding,
Congratulations.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, congratulations, Minute for Fun. You ran the table tonight and got everything.
you cuck. You not only did you cuck Doc, you cuck Xavier.
Yep. You just cucked everyone.
You're the
I
fucking.
guess he was smart and didn't try to outbid himself for top text because that would have been kind of weird. Like,
Yeah,
I'll pay more to be like, wait.
that would make you the cuck.
Yeah. So that's like what, $45 for the painting. So that's good.
Yeah, he gets the top, bottom, and the painting.
Yeah.
We just got here. What was the text? Well, the top text is. Yeah, it was.
No one else is bidding, so I'll raise my top text to even to 10. So okay, so $50 he gets everything.
Yep.
Damn. That's not bad.
So the text at the top was going to be, because this is a your boy Zackpu. So the top text is going to be, yeah, it was a bad idea. And the bottom text is going to be, was it Doc blocked?
Doc blocked, yeah.
DOK blocked.
DOK blocked.
The doctor was the last one to bid on the painting, and then the Minute for Fun
cucked him.
Yep, he cucked him out. And you also had some donations tonight, right? Like regular, just.
I had a $10 donation. I'll check one more time to see if I. $10 donation.
Yeah, I cucked myself too. He cucked himself. Like, I'm going to pay double.
Here's the thing about that. If you're going to get cucked, it's okay. Like the least worst thing is to do it to yourself.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I mean, your texts are bad. Yeah, but this is a Zach. You know, if you do a Zach pick painting and it doesn't say, yeah, it was a bad idea, there's something wrong in the world.
Right?
like the God, it still looks pretty funny, that fucking hair, man.
Yeah, I had to like, because I gave her the reference pic. I came up with it, put the hair on it, and I had to change the hair a little bit because it just didn't like fit on his head. It just did not look right to me, so I changed it slightly, but it still got the overall idea of the.
So you did a little clone stamping and stuff like that, like.
Well, no, I just basically erased part of it out, and that's all.
I know when I got Caleb to make that Vic Magnolia meme for me that time, he had to, because it kind of clipped out Vic's hair. So Caleb had to like basically make him more hair with his own hair.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Caleb uses bootleg Photoshop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the same thing with Clip Studio. Is what I use.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I actually could like use Photoshop when I had it back in the day. Clone Brush was a nice little thing.
I don't know who's the bigger fuck up, Anthony Birch or Pro Jared.
Since Anthony,
I think Pro Jared, because he stands to lose a hell of a lot more money than Anthony Birch ever thought about making.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still say, like, what did I say earlier? The only thing I can think is that Monday Matt is somewhere going, yes. Because, like, he's not the biggest loser on YouTube.
I think, no. Here's the thing. I think John Tron's getting, like, he's, like, lost a lot of weight over the, like, last couple years.
Yeah. I
think tonight or last night, he dropped way more from just laughing. His abs are rock hard now.
You mean the next video we see him, he's gonna be like
he's gonna be that Giga Chad that everyone posts, the black and white picture dude's like super chiseled and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's gonna look like because he's laughing so hard.
I like that. Yeah, Dr. Sprout says yeah. Pro Jared announced his divorce from his before his wife knew. Pro Jared, my wife and I are divorced. Wife, we what?
Yeah.
My wife and I decided to divorce.
That's still the fucking funniest thing is he blocked his wife on Twitter before he decided to tell everyone they were getting a divorce. Like I said on Twitter, that's a power move. I don't care how you
blocked her and then
mentioned
it's impending divorce.
That's
it gets better. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Like him, found out his 18 plus Snapchat and his Tumblr, his not safe for work Tumblr and all that shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah, he's basically getting lonely chicks to like give him nudes.
Oh damn!
Which is not a bad gig. I mean, if I had that kind of clout, I would be like, yeah, send me titties, ladies.
And also on top of that, Dr. Sprout made a good point. He said he got banned off from his own subreddit, and they made his wife delete. And even better, the guy who owns the subreddit, changed it to a JonTron subreddit.
Nice. I hope it has like the smuggest JonTron face on like the header.
Right.
And if I was JonTron, I'd start my own company. I'd just call it Abnormal Shoes.
Mm-hmm. Abnormal shoes. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
just a pair of busted ass Nikes is all it is.
I think it's retribution. Yeah, John. After what they did to JonTron, they fucking deserve everything they get. Let me take a little peek at of our boy Jared's social blade before we go.
We're gonna get a live accounting.
Yeah, because earlier he had lost like 103,000 subs in a day. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's literally 9% of his audience he lost on a day.
Let's see who had a peanut butter gamer. Oh, he lost a lot today too.
Yeah, it wasn't like 20 or 30 or something like that.
He lost 14,000 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little about 14.5 he's lost so far. Like because he's an idiot. And let's see. You know what? Fuck it, JonTron.
See if he's gone up. Just this is like he's... So what now?
That is not the correct JonTron. All right, let's see. That ain't the right one. God, there's so many fucking JonTrons. Is it 2 words?
JanTran? I don't know.
Let's try that. This is got to check my web browser before accessing Social Blade. Oh, here we go. It's the archive. Here we go. I found it. Let's see if he's been gaining subs today. Yeah.
How many?
About 1,000.
All right, that's like normal, kind of.
Yeah. It'd be funny if I put my people go, John's like, I should have never doubted you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, his subs count is like what 5 million,
somewhere up there. Yeah,
and his ratios are always great, right? He like none of his videos have like bad ratios as far as like shit like that.
And he's pulling in like his video. Usually, like you get 10% of your. He's getting like 110% of his audience.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Like the amount of fucking.
Yeah.
Let me see. Go to. Yeah, that's what I meant. Got to find. Here we go. Yeah, JonTron Show. That's his YouTube channel. Yeah, just look at his videos here. Because so he's got 5 million, right? 5 million subs, over 5 million subs. So his newest video came out a week ago, 3.3 million.
So did a lot of the chat.
And off like an off thing called like JonTron Happy Hour was just like an animated thing of him and his friends bullshitting. Got 2 million.
Right.
The video for 3 weeks ago got 4.4 million. His workplace safety one from 2 million got 8.3 million.
Yeah.
The first flex tape, the second flex tape got fucking 13 million.
That's what I'm saying. He's pulling like twice his audience a lot of the time.
I want to see what Oh man, the end of the first flex tape was 40 million.
Uh-huh.
So no wonder that guy, for the second one, those guys like brought him in to like do shit.
Hell yeah. Why not?
Like, you're the best advertiser we've had in a long time.
So what's Jared down now? What's he at?
Let's see what Jared is.
So that's what we were looking for originally.
Yeah. Pro Jared. He is now. Okay, let me look at the live because he started out before all this happened. He was at 1,033,000 subs.
Yeah, it was like 1.23 million.
Yeah, 1.03, I think it was.
Or 0, yeah.
Cracking the million. And let's look at the live subscriber count. So now he's at 924. So he's like, it's almost like 110 million, 110,000 subs. He's
Yeah,
lost.
he's lost. Yeah, like I said, he's lost almost 10% of his audience.
Yeah,
that's rough, dude.
Mm-hmm. And somebody,
not only that, like people may not, because you subscribe to things, you don't ever think about it ever again.
Yeah.
But then people are gonna be like, nah, I'm never gonna watch this shit again. They may stay subscribed, but that doesn't that the subscriber amount does not mean money.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna watch his videos anymore. Even if he puts in, I don't know. I would, if I was him, I wouldn't put a video out for like another year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! It's Navi wild out.
Some money coming in there.
There's that Piper's other kid that she never talks about.
Yeah, Dr. Sprue made a good point. He said, sponsor JonTron Flex Tape. And Flex Tape's like, yep.
You what? Oh my god, what the fuck, animals? It's a dog treat, you guys.
Oh, did you get some dog treat?
All the cats are fucking hounding me.
They're wilding out.
Yeah. Only one of them is mine.
Beware of our male gazes. What the fuck?
Oh no.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. Zach, right here in this picture, he looks like somebody who's gonna fucking win a court case.
You know what he kind of looks like? If you changed his shirt to like a pinstripe suit, he looks like Benny from Fallout New Vegas. He's got, because the way Piper did the hair, it's almost like a pompadour.
Yeah.
He looks like a motherfucker from Topps Casino. Like he's about to call me Daddy-O.
Hey, it's your boy Zach Daddy-O. Oh man. So yeah, it's like, it's funny. Another thing about Jared's channel, like earlier when I looked at it, at one point, like he had lost a bunch of subs, and then he then gained one, and then lost 5. It was kind of funny. I mean, he's like, right now he's losing like double-digit subs like every second.
Nice.
It's ridiculous. It's like, fuck you. And he deserves everything he's getting. I don't care what anybody says. Everything he's getting, he deserves. Like, but anyway, so I think that's it for tonight. We have us a winner. Piper, put your stuff in the chat one more time. Yeah, so people know that they can donate to either your PayPal or your GoFundMe. Now the PayPal stuff is also going to the same fund.
Yeah, it still goes towards the car.
Yeah. It's just so everybody knows, it's not like she's doing this in blind, like blow or anything like that. That's what Cab would do, not Piper. I wouldn't do that. And Cab might have died, in all honesty. Yep, he did. He's just fucking disconnected. Probably had an internet hiccup. So yeah, those are 2 links. Once again, Dominion for Fun, thank you for winning the entire thing, just sweeping the whole thing, and just like telling everybody, "Fuck you." Yeah, and PayPal also. You remember, PayPal lets her keep all of it. So, tell Caleb I miss him. Cartoon Loon too. Okay, we will pass that along. We'll pass that along. But guys, y'all have a good night. We appreciate especially Demented. We appreciate you helping out, and everybody else who donated around. Didn't want anything, just wanted And next week or whenever we'll decide if we want to do it again next week or whenever. But the next one will be a poll, and I guess we'll let Piper decide what she would like to paint, because we want to stay in her skill house. I try to do something she can't do. It's like, paint the Mona Lisa. Like, wow, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, guys, so we will check you out tomorrow night. I'm sure some crazy shit is going to come up that we could fucking make fun of. So, so y'all have a good one. And like I said, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.